Hello and welcome to the One Stop Co-op Shop, your one stop for co-op news and playthroughs. I'm Peter and tonight we're playing through Marvel Champions. What's up, Terence?
How's it going?
Not too bad, not too bad. And we got Brandt with us tonight. Hey, Brandt.
Woo! Hey, everybody. Thanks for letting me join in the hopefully fun. No, it'll be fun either way. The hopefully successful.
I mean,
I thought you were going to say short.
You don't watch our stream very much. I know that's a lie, but yeah, we're not very successful, not very often. So I don't know. You're expecting a lot here, Brandt.
It's true.
So Brandt has his own channel, Step Into the Portal, where he also plays Marvel Champions as well as a lot of other things. So go check him out at Step Into the Portal. And I finally got the name right, like, pretty consistently now.
But he probably wins more than us. So he's got that going for him.
That's not a high bar. That is definitely not like, I mean, that's like
on camera. I feel like I might win pretty often, but off camera, I don't win very often at all. So
do you just play standard on camera? Is that why?
I guess that's it. I feel like it's things I've played already or ideas I already have or whatever.
Right.
But we just lost to Loki. We tried to do like one thwart heroes and it was rough. Groot, Hulk, and Colossus. Against Loki.
I mean, I had a hard time. You guys probably don't want to hear this because it's a 3-player game. I had a hard time managing the threat myself in a solo game using
as a Justice player?
Phoenix
Nice.
with a lot of Justice events. So I say that like it got up there to like 8 or 10 a couple times. It never, a little bit of threat, but not that much. Not that much. But we are doing a mystical game today where we've got Adam Warlock, we've got Doctor Strange, we've got Phoenix against Loki, and Enchantress is in that deck as well. So, boom, boom, boom. All the magics tonight.
Well, sorry.
Well, just unfortunately, we already played Scarlet Witch, so we couldn't bring her back. But
yeah.
I suggested Triple Mystic, but it's fine.
Psionic is the same thing as Mystic. It's just its own... like,
but you don't get access to all the cool cards. You can't be a Sorcerer Supreme, and you can't meditate spiritually.
I mean, there can be only one. There can be only one, Terence. So both.
Is that like the
I didn't even
Highlander?
actually ask you, Terence. Did you just give the card to me?
I cut it from my deck. That's all I was looking at allies.
Oh, I totally apologize. We never even talked about it.
All right. Well, Terence, let's go over our deck overview. We'll start with yours real quick. You're using Adam Warlock, who has a very special way of building decks. You must use all 4 aspects, and you can't include duplicates of anything, which I feel like is very anti-Terence. So we're kind of cool to make you do this.
Consistency is a thing I value in a lot of constructed card games, and this ain't it.
Yeah.
But he's not one of my highest played heroes, probably because of that fact. But here we are. I think a lot of people do like the ally thing. I have some allies. I think 1 or 2. Most of them only 1 per aspect, but some of them are 2.
Okay.
I swapped out my Sorcerer Supreme for Ironheart. Being Guardian. On hero side, you do have access to Welcome Aboard, which allows you to reduce the cost of your allies by 2.
Wow.
If you do have that in your hand. So that's beneficial. Obviously, having only 1 copy of something, allies are good 1 copy of something, because turns out everyone has that constraint. I put both combat training and heroic intuition because he does have his cape, which gives him a ready. And also, the one unique thing he has is Battle Mage as an ability where he can discard a card. So it isn't spending it, it is discarding it. But you do get to trigger kind of one of those 4 things, depending on which aspect it is. So you can't use basics or his own signature cards. But he does have the +1/+1/+1 for leadership. So you can get him up to a 2/2/3, and then with both of these, that puts him at a 3/3/3 hero.
So the real question, Terence, is why don't I see a symbiote suit?
Because we're playing Loki, so it just makes the game longer. Plus Infinity Gauntlet. But I do think Symbiote Suit Adam Warlock is actually pretty strong because it boosts his health up to 21, and then you do have that Soul World that's in his signature set that every time you cycle your deck, so more cards means you cycle it faster, and every time you cycle it, when you go into Alter Ego, you can use it to basically heal all your health. So being able to heal for all 21 hit points is like
seems
super
good.
strong.
Well, and the other thing is it's more cards in hand to be able to discard for, whatever power. It's like it makes the puzzle more interesting, I think, drawing extra cards. But we know how much you hate Symbiote Suit. But for a man who doesn't hate the Symbiote Suit, what's up, Brandt?
Hey!
Brandt and I are on the same page with Symbiote Suit. Like,
I love that Symbiote Suit, man. It's so good.
You and me both.
Is your favorite villain then Venom Goblin? You just like to go symbiote v symbiote?
You are not wrong though that some of these high-end villains, Loki, Magneto, Venom Goblin,
like,
Ronin,
all the tier 5 heroes are not my favorite to have symbiote suit on.
At that point, you'd have to have a hero that readies significant number of times to take advantage of the stat bonus to kind of speed through or be able to do a lot, Like a Shadow Cat, I think could wear the suit pretty well against some of those villains. All right, you guys want to try to play every hero, and so I said, who don't you want to play? And you both were like, Doctor Strange. I think he's probably considered the strongest hero. So I made essentially what I think is the strongest deck. I figured, what the heck, let's go all in. So
which
it's
is
leadership
interesting.
recursion.
You say that because it's 43 cards, which Terence hates already, and like no duplicates. Like the only thing you have duplicates of are like rapid response, and there was one other one. What was the other one?
It's just make the call and spiritual meditation.
I'm sorry, make the call and spiritual meditation. Yeah, even rapid response is only a one of in your deck. So that's the thing that stuck out to me at first was
yeah, I mean it's all, if you notice, it's all things that go on the table. So all this stuff except make the call and strength in numbers is all going to build out on the table. These are essentially non-cards, so you could argue that I could have a 37 card deck and be even more efficient. But obviously, these pieces are just going to help me. Cosmo with Inspired and a Sky Cycle and an Honorary Avenger is just going to be able to thwart an attack for 2 twice a turn and just cycle my own deck or cycle the stones.
Yep.
Maria Hill is just going to keep coming back out, or I've got what's his name in here. The command team allows me to use somebody an additional time when it makes sense. White Tiger, honestly, I'd rather swap for Kalu in this match because she's only going to draw a single card. But since I saw Terence had Kalu, I'm happy to just play White Tiger.
And it's not like Kalu lasts very long. He has 2 hit points, man.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Just cheaper, just straight up, just cheaper for a card draw, right?
Do you keep White Tiger up, or you just use and ditch her?
Oh, yeah. No, I put her out, I draw a card, I thwart for 2, and then I ditch her.
You should just slot in Kalu, man. Like,
nah,
it's
fine,
not like...
It's totally fine, because the two threat removal will be nice. Then the Clarity of Purpose is what I'm going to use since I'm in leadership instead of a Quinn Carrier. The Helicarrier and the Avenger Mansion are for you guys once I get built with the Sorcerer Supreme here. And then Triskelion just allows me to fuel all my allies coming out.
Do you want the Quinn Carrier? None of us are Avenger.
Because I got Clarity of Purpose, so it's just as good.
Cool.
The only thing I probably would throw in here to go a little bit bigger is a Crew Quarter, so when I flip down, I could heal for 2 from taking damage. I mean, I'm relying on Tufts and blocking. I don't think he has any overkill, so it should generally be pretty straightforward, but I would like to flip down and be able to, heal from the Crew Quarters.
You should be able to flip down now. You'll have to exhaust the heal, but that's fine. And I am taking Phoenix. I am taking a lot of not one ofs. I am very much going deep down rabbit holes here. So my cards that stay in play: Heroic Intuition, Sense of Justice to help pay for some of those thwarting cards, and Skilled Investigators. I got 3 because I like both of you. So I got one for everybody. Nice. And you get a Skilled Investigator, and you get a Skilled Investigator, and I get 3 less cards in my deck. Then we get the standard kind of...
I feel like last time you brought Skilled Investigators for me, and I got it like on the last turn. Because you kept getting them ditched by treachery cards and stuff. I
mean, I can't help if, I might use them for other things, Terence. But, I mean, I brought them for you. Whether you get them or not is a different story. I did bring them, though. I got 3 for Justice, just 1 Crisis Averted. It's one of those cards where it's awesome when you get it, when you need it, but it also is pretty expensive to continually get, and especially since it only thwarts the main scheme. I got Yaw and Roll. I wanted to try some aerial stuff here. I looked at the other one. It was a 2 cost that removes 5 from multiple schemes, but this one just seemed like better cost ratio. 1 for removing 3 seems pretty good. You have to be aerial, so I do have to get my cape out first, but I just want to try some aerial justice stuff. Even the odds, this is one Terence pointed out when we were playing a lot of schemes. There are a decent number of side schemes in this Loki deck. So even the odds is going to take 1 per player off each of the side schemes, which seems pretty good. And then psychic manipulation, if you're psionic, you may as well use that. So this is something that I can even be on not my hero side, right? Yep, I have psionic on both sides. To do this, it costs 3, and basically whatever the villain would scheme, instead of scheming, it would basically do the exact opposite. So if he'd scheme for 7, he removes 7 threat instead, which seems real good. We'll see how it goes.
This is my card of the year. This is my 2022 card of the year. I love this card.
Yeah, I mean, it's really good, and is she the only one that can use it right now?
Yeah.
She's the only psionic hero.
It's funny because sometimes it won't feel like it pays off. Like, oh, Loki is going to scheme for 2, and then you play it and he boosts 0, and you're like, oh, we only removed 2. 3 to remove 2, but you realize, but he also didn't scheme for 2. So, like, at a minimum, it's 3 for 4.
Exactly. Yeah.
You can also choose not to play it, right?
Mm-mm. You have to play it before they scheme.
Yeah. Well, bottom line is, I mean, it's pretty good.
Yeah, you could choose not to play it, but you can't choose once you've seen the boost.
All right, everybody.
Yeah. And I think with Infinity Gauntlet, you have opportunities to get double boosts as well.
Right.
So that is.
So just a quick rundown of Loki before we get started. Loki's got different forms. He will switch between them. They all have 20 hit points each, though. 20 per player, which means 60. We have to defeat 3 of Loki's forms at certain points throughout the game, like when we defeat this War in Asgard. It says when defeated, reveal the top card of the Infinity Stone deck and swap Loki out for a random set-aside Loki, which there are a bunch of them below him, and so we just get a random one. This Loki has 2 scheme, 1 attack, and retaliates, which is a thing. The main scheme is pretty straightforward. It just has 12 per player, and so don't lose it. But when Loki is defeated, advanced to a random Loki is all it basically tell you to do. And then it says, look in the rulebook to see how many Lokis you need to defeat. I don't know why they didn't put a table there or something, but whatever.
0 Lokis, we win.
Yes. All right. So one thing I am going to do, which I did earlier today and I liked, is put this under here because I always forget that the gauntlet, in addition to being annoying and dropping Infinity Stones, also gives them +1 to both stats. There is no way to get rid of that. So actually Loki is a 3/2, which is easy to forget, which is why I like putting a second gauntlet over there. But he does not have 2 Infinity Gauntlets.
Do you have that in real life? You just have a second Infinity Gauntlet?
No, in real life, I would just put the gauntlet under him. I don't need to read the Infinity Gauntlet in real life. Like, I know what it does, right? Like, it either pulls one out, or if there's one out, you play it. You know? All right. Everybody get a chance to look at their card. Oh, Rise from the Ashes. Mind Control.
Who's first fire?
Why don't you start us out, Terence? I'm not aerial yet, so let's get rid of that. I probably won't play an ally.
Should I wait for you to finish looking at your cards?
Yeah, give me a second. So I'm going to get rid of Rise from the Ashes and Jessica Jones, I think. I'm going to try to get my build-up cards.
And there's lots of people here, so say hello in the chat if you're here.
Oh, yeah. So Matthew Rose is out there. Hey, what's up, everyone? Got my tequila shot and beer ready for the action. For those of you joining us for the first time, whenever we get Shadows of the Past, whether it's for celebration, meaning we discard it as a boost card, or we get it as a... Hopefully I don't get it, right? Like, we don't need Dark Phoenix tonight. That is the last thing we need. Turn 1,
you just gotta even
Dark
those odds,
Phoenix.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, so we drink in either to drink our sorrows away or drink our happiness.
And I have a beer.
Nice. I have Well, I have water, but my water honestly does have a little bit of flavored vodka in it, so we got that going for us. So,
There you go.
Matthew Rose also says this might be my first time here live. Awesome, Matthew. Well, thanks for joining us and thanks for chatting in. The tequila won't tell me if I've been here before. Nice. So maybe he just doesn't remember. And then we got Cinder92 says, good luck, guys. Well, thank you, Cinder. We appreciate it, and we're going to need it not because of these guys, really because of me. We all know this.
But you play tested your deck, so
I play tested.
That's like
through
well
half a
ahead.
Loki. I got half a Loki, half of one of the three we needed to defeat. I played through, and then I'm like, all right, good enough.
And then you almost lost the scheme. You're like, I'm
half
good.
a
Let's
Loki.
go.
Is that what you said?
I did.
Yeah.
Well, I don't do much damage, right? Like, so it was just me
Oh, it's true. I'm
sitting
thinking
there.
like Wolverine, turn 1, 10 damage. I'm good.
No. I was just.
plays one turn.
I literally was sitting there spinning my wheels, just getting rid of threat, and I'm like, okay, well, that's what the deck's supposed to do. It's doing it, so I feel fine now. Look at you with a karmic staff on turn 1. Gotta like that, Terence.
I do like that.
And Pip the Troll.
I'm gonna play that.
I mean, seems good. Free resources, always good.
Flip. I think we want threat, because there's no point in doing that, so let's put Pip out.
I like Pip. So what does Pip do? He's tough. Let's start with that, which is always good. When he's in your hand, he gains interrupt when a player... Oh, you could just play him from your hand as an interrupt.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Which
you
is
have to
really
spend...
good when you have Karmic Staff.
Yeah, and you
you
do have
can
to
pay
spend
for that.
very specific resources, though.
Which is where the staff helps a lot.
Oh, are you going to discard Power of Justice as a Justice
Yep.
card to remove 2 threat
Yep.
from a scheme? Oh, look at
Yep.
you, Terence.
2 off of side, I guess, and I'll also thwart side for 1.
So 3 offside. And I assume you're leaving Pip with his tough.
That seems like the smart play.
Can you only do that once per turn?
Yes.
Ah, that's why. I was going to say you could have used your Karmic Staff and then discarded one of the other ones to do something. But no. No, you cannot.
Oh, I could hold, maybe it's worth holding Spell Shield, actually.
I mean, doesn't seem terrible. Because it's once per phase, meaning theoretically you could do it during the villain phase?
No, you can't play actions during the villain
You are
phase.
correct, sir. So that's just weird wording.
No, I was just thinking about Shield Spell, because then, like, Pip could block for someone else, and then I
I
could
mean,
Shield Spell.
nobody's going to say no to getting chumped for. I promise you that. All right. Brandt, it's on you, buddy.
That's me? All right,
So
well,
what's
I
your
played my
top spell?
spiritual meditation, and I rotated out my spell, because this is the one where I have to change a status card, and there are no status cards in play, so...
Yes.
Use Doctor Strange's ability, or Stephen Strange's ability to cycle that.
Yep. So natural talent.
Yeah. So I might actually stay down.
I think that would be fine. I mean, we have till what, 36 threat? I think we'll be okay.
So I'll use these 2 to play Cosmo. Oh no, I have to flip up to put Honorary Avenger on him.
Yep.
I'll put an Honorary Avenger on him, and then I'll use my Mystical Studies to give him a Sky Cycle now that he's an Avenger.
You already did that turn 1. That
Yeah.
is that worked out well for you, Terence Brandt. That was a very good opening draw. Holy moly.
And then I will thwart for 2. I'm actually going to I'm going to cycle my deck. So I'm going to say, did I say Invocation? I say Event. I'm going to cycle that one for now. All right, so I can set that up for next turn.
So-
Cosmo thwarts for 2.
So do you want to explain how this works?
Oh, sure. Yeah, so Cosmo, when he attacks or thwarts, you name a card type and a deck, and you flip, and then you discard that card. What's good here is I have my Invocation deck, which is always events, and over here we have the Gauntlet deck, which is always stones.
Treacheries?
There should be a single stone in
Or
play,
environments.
by the way.
Oh, does it start with a stone?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then since I put Honorary Avenger on him, he's now an Avenger, so he can have a Sky Cycle. So I can exhaust this to ready him,
Yep.
and then I can just do it again, and I'll cycle one of the stones there.
All right, so this goes to the discard pile. And there is no negative when the stone pile runs out. It just shuffles back in. It's not like you have to add an acceleration or anything else. So
He's not as cool as Thanos.
yeah. So
Sorry, I did the thwarting, thinking about being efficient, but not letting you show everybody.
that's okay. I appreciate that. So you thwarted with all your stuff?
Yep. So I took 6 off.
So wait, my 3 thwart is now going to be used to remove 1. Oh no, this should be at 3, right?
I would attack him. I didn't put a sidearm in. This is
He has
retaliate
retaliate.
Loki, so I can't attack him, unfortunately.
So Cosmo, the reason he names a card, if he guesses it correctly, then he doesn't take consequential damage. That's the
Oh,
big key.
sorry,
of that.
Do you
That is the key part.
I can retcon my stuff because I can heal Cosmo if you want to attack instead.
Well, is
No,
there?
he would die.
He would
no,
die.
He wouldn't die. He would take. It's fine.
Okay.
It's so is there
Peter
3
can
on the
obviously
main
stay
scheme?
down. He can just stay down and build.
Hold on, is there 3 on the main scheme?
No.
Somebody took that down.
Yep.
So wait, Terence.
The issue here is if we pop War in Asgard, we cycle Lokis, and this is we kind of want this Loki
Do we?
a little bit. He's better than Stalwart Lokis.
Depends on how much you like status effects. I guess,
mean,
Peter.
I don't
There's
care.
2
about
of them that are stalwart, right? I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
it's true. Well, that's fine. I have all stun and confused, but we can avoid it.
Do we want retaliate though? Like early on? That seems early on.
I'm not
fine.
dealing damage, so I don't care, and I don't use attacks. All my spells are non-attack, so I don't take retaliate. So,
So wait a minute.
from
do
my
we
personal
literally-
standpoint, this is a good Loki for me to have.
Do we literally have nobody that's attacking this game? Is that what's going on?
No. I deal damage. I don't
I
attack.
do.
I gotcha.
I do a little bit of everything.
Gotcha.
I know
All right.
it's Adam Warlock. He can't specialize very well.
Gotcha. So you removed 3, Terence, right? So this was at 8. Should have been
Yeah, I
at
removed
9.
3.
You removed 3 to get it to 6.
Yep.
So Brandt, how much did you thwart? You did 2 here. I know that.
Yep.
He did 6 in
2
total.
plus 2 plus 2.
How
2
did you...
twice with Cosmo and 2 with myself.
Wait? How is Cosmo thwarting for 2?
Because he. Oh, you're right. He's only thwarting for 1. I'm thinking he's inspired, and he's not.
He's not. Okay.
So you're right.
So 2 total threat, 4 total threat. So
Sorry about that. So I
That's
can
okay.
put 2 back on the main,
so
and then we're good.
So Terence, you removed 3, and Brandt removed 4 for a total of 7
out of 8. Yep.
Out
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
so there's still 3 on main.
and
My bad.
there would have been 9 here, right? 7
There's-
out of 9.
Oh, I know you had it at 8 when we started.
Well, because I messed up. That's why, Terence. Come on now. You don't have to keep pointing that out to everybody. Don't point out that I'm a screw up. We all knew this. All right. So the question is: so we're not getting rid of this acceleration, and I'll just thwart main. Is that what we're saying?
That is what I would do, but I'm here to be a guest.
I mean, we're all guesting together. I guess.
Also, I don't know where
guess-
you want this stone, but is it clearer here that it's discarded?
I feel like when you put it up here, it flips it down. Isn't that how this works?
Yeah. So that's supposed to be the discard spot?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then when
yeah.
you flip
And then
it up
there's
here,
4
it
down
straightens
here.
it.
Yep.
I
There's 4 spots
understand
here
now.
for the stones. Yep.
I see. Got it.
Yeah. Look at that. All right. So I'm not for justice thing. So I got telekinetic shield.
It is totally fine if you want to remove War in Asgard. You totally can.
But he
But-
wants to play even the odds, man.
Yeah.
Wait, I want to play even the odds? What? Oh, eventually.
Yeah, when it comes up, you can even the odds and don't clear it.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a lot of authority stuff going on right here. So, I am going to flip up. I'm going to put
back
in my
from that.
telekinetic shield, which is 5 free hit points for me, which seems good. And I guess I'm just putting in Quake, and I'm going to hold on to... Well, I guess I don't hold on to 4 Justice, because that removes 4 if I have a mental, whereas telepathic trickery for the same 2 just removes 4 no matter what. So I'm going to spend 1, 2 to put out Quake. And yeah, I guess she's just going to sit there and look pretty for a bit. So I am going to thwart for 3 though, and I will take the main down to 0. And then
Maybe you just need to unleash, man.
I say good day. You unleash turn 1. Yes, just get rid of all 4. So what Terence is talking about is I am restrained right now. And I have these little, what are they called? Psychic counters, whatever.
Yeah.
Power counters. If this ever goes to 0, I go to unleashed, which removes or takes -2 to my thwart and gives me +2 attack to get me to 3 attack.
But also power is like a third of your signature cards.
Yes.
So.
Well, yeah. So for example, telepathic trickery would not only remove 4 threat, but if I'm unleashed, it would stun and confuse the enemy. All this sounds freaking great, right? Except my obligation says if you are unleashed, then bring out Dark Phoenix, which is basically another lost condition. Hopefully we get to see her at some point today.
No, she's not that hard. She's 12 damage and a tough.
12
With 3 players, she's done.
Steady, tough, villainous. Yeah.
You just pierce her and deal 12 damage. Like, it's not bad.
That sounds like a you problem, Peter.
I mean, wait a minute. I'm the Justice
She's
player.
way harder in solo. She's way harder in solo.
Yes, especially if you get her.
Well, I mean, she's not as hard if you start holding yourself back and you unleash yourself, right?
If you want me
or
to
you have
unleash,
the card that deals 9 damage to her.
buddy, I can do non-justice justice. If you want me to unleash, I'll just use one of these counters right now. I'll hold on to 2 telepathic trickeries, and we'll call it a day. And we'll just get to unleashed in 3 more turns. Is that what you want, Terence? That sounds like a Terence kind of day.
Do you deal 180 damage then?
Yeah, do you 180 damage? Is that how you roll?
All right, you know what, guys? That's it. I'm doing it. Forget it. I'm using a counter. That's it. We're doing it. You guys came here for stupidity. You don't come here for good Marvel Champions play. You come here for stupidity. That's what we're here for.
I have step into the portal for good play. Thank you.
I have confidence. You brought Brandt in, right? So we have to win.
Yeah, so I got
oh no.
So just so you know how to spend these, this is a hero resource. Remove a power counter from Phoenix to generate a wild resource. Limit once per phase. Yeah, I hope I get some cards I can play on their phase, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to use counters then too. That's how good I feel about this. All right, I am going to discard one of these telepathic trickeries, so I literally use it for nothing. It's freaking great.
LOL.
We're doing it. All right, I'm unleashing, just like turn 2. It's going to happen. Okay, so we are to the villain phase now. We are going to add 3 threat to the main scheme, and we are all up. I guess we should ready up and draw up as well.
It's 4. There's an acceleration. I got it.
Oh, good call. Thank you, Brandt. See, you keep me from cheating even when you're here. All right, so
I always feel bad when I'm correcting you on things because by the time you see the chat, then it's a turn later. So I'm always like, forget it. It's not a big deal. Keep playing.
So Victor's here, by the way. Victor Von Doom. He says, I'm here. Can't talk because Arden is using my phone to FaceTime friends. Still can't enter a comment on PS5. Grr. Wait, so you can watch us on PS5?
Yeah, you can do YouTube on PS5. Come on.
That's awesome. So was Victor the one that was streaming us to his TV that one day? I thought that was cool. So. I feel like a TV star now. Brandt, you are a TV star now. See,
you can. That's right. You can watch us on the International Space Station.
You know, but they do. I get comments all the time. It's a little garbled, but it's
they
fine.
say, "Watch out! Here comes Dark Phoenix."
Yes. Of course, it's like 5 years later, so that's the problem. It's a little bit of a lag from here to the space station. All right, so Terence, what are you doing about this attack that's coming your way for all of 2 damage plus a boost?
I'll shield spell it.
Okay. So that just does 0. Is that what that is? When you take any damage? Prevent all damage. Oh, and discard that many cards. All right. So 2 boost plus the 2 attack is 4, which goes down to nothing. Now you do still have to deal with the Soul Stone, heal 3 damage from the villain, and give it a face down boost card. Then place this in the discard pile. All right. So Brandt, you get 2 boosty cards. I assume Terence is probably going to pip the troll that.
Yeah.
So Pip, he's Pip the troll. I don't know that that's a song. It's really not, actually. I'm very quite confident it's not. So it's a 2 attack plus 2 boost. And a 0 boost, but that gets rid of an assault, which makes everybody happy. Next, we have to get rid of the pepper, and we'll be totally done. And Brandt doesn't have to deal with the Infinity Stone. He just pulls it up for me to deal with. Discard an ally, upgrade, or support you control. Son of a donkey. Well, nobody wants to see that. But let's see what happens, because if my telekinetic shield takes 4 damage
Why
here...
don't you just... Oh, if you block with Quake, yeah, it won't work. Never mind.
Yeah.
Question, Brent, do you know the ruling on Infinity Gauntlet? If someone else blocks for you, who resolves?
Yeah, it would
stone?
be yours. You're the one who resolves the stone if you block.
It's whoever activates.
Yeah,
it,
it's fine. I've got some stuff to discard. I feel like telekinetic shield. Hopefully,
Are you gonna discard your Phoenix Force? Oh well.
Yeah, that's undiscardable, Terence. That's a permanent.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm taking 2 damage plus a boost of 1 for 3, and then I will discard that telekinetic shield as my discardiness.
Can we pause, Peter, so I can sleeve my cards?
You know what, Brandt? We don't sleeve on this channel. We definitely do not sleeve here. This is the non-sleeving channel. All right, go ahead and take your...
Hitch, can you put that in the mod for us? Sleeved cards?
No. All right, take your card, Brandt. Get out of here with that stupid sleeve card nonsense. I'm going to start rubbing these cards all over the place.
Oh, no.
What is it? Attach your identity. Attach identity cannot ready. Alter ego, spend those resources. Okay. Oh,
okay. I hear Peter has justice, so he can just deal with all the threat. That's about to happen next turn.
When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile and set aside area for a copy of Seduced and attach it to your identity.
I mean, he said he wasn't going to attack anyways, right? So
you cannot make basic attacks or play attack events. Well, that seems not good. Also, an alter ego.
I never do it, so I honestly can stay seduced the whole game.
Wait, you don't use the attacks from here? Those aren't
the invocations are not attacks. I never basic attack.
There's specials.
Oh
so it would only be my magic.
I mean, it's why Doctor Strange is so good.
Yeah,
it's like
he's
stunned,
ridiculous.
confused, cool story.
All right.
Yeah.
So here's. Oh, I locked it instead of putting it under. We got a weapon that you can get rid of if you attack them and use a lightning in a fist. So there is that. All right, Brandt, you are first. Let's do it.
All right. There is not a shareable resource on the table, correct?
That is correct.
Correct. I'm using my Phoenix tokens even when I don't need to, though. It's anarchy.
I'll pay 2 to put down my cloak.
Seems good. Your area.
And then I will exhaust, and I'll give up Nick Fury to play Rings of Ragdoll. And I will give out 3 toughs. I'm going to be tough. Should we make Pip tough? Oh, I'll just give it to all of us. It just doesn't matter. Take a tough, Peter.
Yay!
That's just the easiest spot. Then we don't have to figure it all out.
I look tough.
Oop, grab that card.
Because I am.
All right. Let's see. Do I get my Winds of Watum? I do not. All right. So I will exhaust my cloak to ready myself. And then what am I going to do? Does anybody have damage for Enchantress?
Telekinetic attack. Yes, I do. 7 damage. It's not overkill, though, unfortunately.
Okay.
And
is that something you'd be able to play? I can deal 2 with Cosmo and 1 with my... Oh, I can't deal the 1 with myself.
If I do that, I can't put Phoenix Suit out, which would give me steady. That's all it would give me. So, or
I mean, I could also just take the 1 damage from her.
It's fine.
You have Ariel, right? Ariel cards like Yon Roll, so you do actually want that.
No, but I cannot play it this turn. I can hold it. I put out Skilled Investigator, and I could still put out Telekinetic Attack.
Yeah. So you can burn more Phoenix Force.
Right.
I mean,
well,
I want to.
Thwart for
That's
2.
what we're doing. Alrighty.
So I get rid of that threat. And then, do you want me to get rid of the rest of that threat or put damage on Enchantress? What do you want me to do with that?
I mean, I'm doing 7.
If he's doing 7, I mean, he's throwing a truck at her, so.
Okay. So Cosmo will remove 2 more threat.
Sounds good.
I will cycle the 7 bands and set myself up for Winds of Watum next turn. I'm not saying event and then doing it now that we kind of said what it was. And then I'll discard a stone for the second one. Environment.
Do you say that when you play solo? You're like event.
No, the only thing I do when I'm solo is I always do the raspberry and all the spider ham things. I don't think so. I do that even when I'm playing solo.
On Spider Ham?
Yes.
Nice.
I feel like it should be required.
All right, so I'm going to give myself...
I actually play with only threat tokens. I don't even use the other tokens. I just use threat tokens as everything.
I'm going to use Skilled Investigator, which means maybe I'll get rid of the side scheme. We'll see. I'm going to burn one of my tokens for 1 resource, spend 2 more to Telekinetic Attack for 7 to get rid of Enchantress.
Perfect.
And then, do I get rid of the side scheme and draw a card? I mean, I don't need the card, really, but I have Quake.
It's probably not worth it this turn to do it.
She's not doing anything. She's just sitting there. I have Skilled Investigator. What if I get a double resource? Then I could get Phoenix Suit out. It's not going to happen. All right, go ahead, Terence.
Yeah, you're totally welcome to remove that. It's fine. I don't mean to say, you shouldn't. Like, obviously, if it's gone, it's good. But Terence is right that if you get even the odds, then you can remove multiple of them. So
I think I'd do this. Soul World.
Soul World's good. After your deck runs out, place a soul counter here, exhaust Soul World, and remove a soul counter from it to heal all damage from your identity, which is not terrible.
Yeah. And I think I'm just going to flip down.
Okay.
And then try to basically get rid of this thing next turn.
Nice. All right, so we're all done. Oh, yeah. I didn't do anything, by the way. So I'm going to say I thwarted the main scheme. Because I should probably do something.
Do it while you still can.
Oh, yeah, because I'm about to be unleashed, baby. This is... we got a reckoning coming. And it's
you're like, I don't do a lot of damage. And I'm just like, but yes, let's do it.
Phoenix Firebird, I can remove a power counter from Phoenix Force to ready Phoenix, and that'll get rid of the last 2, because the 1 to pay for it, and the 1 to ready myself. So I can thwart for my last 3 thwarting of the game, and then...
does that make... How terrible does that make Jan roll if you're, like, not actually thwarting with your basics?
I mean,
he could thwart for 1 and then play Jan roll.
Yeah, it seems terrible. Yes. Basically, we've made that a resource, is what you're telling me. It's
basically
fine.
You've become Dark Phoenix already, and you're against us.
I mean, yeah, I can't wait for Dark Phoenix to come out now. Like, you guys are like, you've tempted the bear. You're like poking at the bear. You're like, hey, bear, where are you? Why are you hibernating? It's not wintertime. Bear's like, all right, it's coming. There's a storm coming, and it's coming for all y'all. All right.
Do you guys have extreme cold right now, by the way?
Yes, it's ridiculous. I mean...
It's so weird because it was like 50 degrees all week, and now it's like negative 20. And then on Sunday, it's going to be 45 degrees again.
Well, it's not negative 20, but my daughter plays hockey. That's why we're running a little late today. And yeah, it was like 10 degrees in the hockey rink because this was the first time I ever saw the heaters on in the hockey rink. So I was like right under one of the heaters. I was like, oh, thank goodness. But yeah, no, normally the rink's cooler than everywhere else, but it was freezing tonight, and it's been very cold. But I mean, probably 20s, not negative 10 or whatever.
Our rabbit is inside. He's an outside rabbit, but I brought him in. He's right there in front of me because it's just too cold even for a rabbit to be outside.
I mean, yeah. All right, so we added the 4. Brandt, you're getting attacked. What are you gonna do?
I'm tough.
You do? You're tough, so you're gonna take this to your face, and he's gonna say, "Oh, that's an advance gone. I like to see that."
I will face the music.
Yep. And I guess I will take it to the face as well.
Get a stone first.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that, Brandt. Why did these keep coming up on my turn? What's going on? Discard.
That's what Dark Phoenix does. She attracts the Infinity Stones.
I mean, I'm not there yet. I'm getting there. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put it into play, engage with you. Thanks for that. And that means it'll activate also, by the way, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Is there anything in there besides Enchantress?
Oh, yeah. There's Frost Giants.
Okay.
Don't forget.
And Laufey.
Yeah, Laufey is one of the Frost Giants. Yep. So attacking for 3, plus this 2 more would be 5, but I am tough.
Oof.
So I take none of that. But you know what I do take? This bullcrap. Let's go ahead and dig for Laufey, shall we?
Here it says it's negative 45 with the wind chill in Maine.
Yeah. Well, the whole Northeast is like,
Yeah.
just a
It's
normal
41
frost.
here.
There you go.
Comes in tough. I feel like I already got rid of my mind control in turn 1 though, so I can't like take control of this giant. It's fine. That's what I did in my solo game. I still didn't do any damage. This giant does attack me for 3 now because why wouldn't it? I'll just take it. It is fine. All right, Terence, what are you doing? You're just
I'm
taking your
getting
tough?
schemed on. Come on.
Oh, that's right. You're down. So you don't have a choice. So that's 3 plus.
You can jump in with a psychic manipulation. I don't know if you looked at the card yet, but probably doesn't make sense. There's only 4, so never mind.
Yeah, it's. And,
You don't want to do it until you could potentially remove 5 or 6.
Well, I can't get my suit out if that's the case, also.
Yeah.
Which makes me sad.
We've got plenty of threat removal.
Yep. Although, don't worry, I'll be getting rid of those tokens here soon. So it's 3 plus a boost. Discard the top card of the Infinity Stone deck. Apply its boost icons for this activation. Well, that is a shame.
Well, maybe you want to do it now.
Yeah, so that's 3 more plus it's 3, so that's 6, up to 10.
You love that when that's like the second boost card, so you get like, like a +7 boost or something.
And that was the last
So
stone, so we get rid of it. We flip it up, because guess who's first player next turn? Why am I getting every stone? You are stunned. If you're already stunned, take 3 damage. No, Dark Phoenix does not. Unleashed Phoenix does not want to see stunned. That is for sure. If I'm restrained, I'm stalwart or something. I'm not stalwart. What is it?
You're steady.
Steady, which is not the same as stalwart. Does nobody have storm? What? I feel like we should have storm.
I am not
Already
Storm.
played Storm. Can't play her again.
Okay.
We're taking cards?
Oh crap! I forgot about that part of this. I was literally like, all right, I'm ready for my turn.
All right, he's attacking me, huh?
Do you
So
want?
I'm gonna cancel it. I'm gonna play my protective ward.
Do you
Oh,
want
do you
me
want
to
to block with
Pip
Pip the Troll?
Yeah.
If you don't mind being stunned or confused, you can get rid of it, right?
Yep.
Oh, that's
alright,
even
so
better.
He'll attack Pip the Troll.
So tough is gone. And
Well, I mean, I need the
you're
boost card.
stunned.
Or was the boost card another assault?
No, we didn't draw a boost. Discard the top card of the Infinity Stone deck and apply its boost. Yeah, it's fine. Doesn't matter. All right,
I'm
but you
stunned.
do have to get stunned. Yep. And
Yeah, I redirected your tough because I figured having on Pip is probably the better call.
All right, so that was your card. My card is... All right, well, it came out now before I... So give the Jean Grey player. If you have Unleashed, which I have not, search the encounter deck and discard pile and set aside area for Dark Phoenix and reveal her. Then remove Burning Hunger from the game. If you have the Restrained trait, remove a power counter from Phoenix Force, and this card gains Surge. Well, sure. So
Surge.
that would have brought Dark Phoenix out next turn, by the way, in case you were wondering. Oh, hey, look.
Did you want to make attacks?
See, you guys told me to unleash, and now I can't attack. That
Oh, I
seems-
don't know what you want me to do. I took your stun for you, man.
You know,
Yeah, you're just the player that's getting hosed this game.
yeah. I mean, there's literally nothing I could do. So what did you draw? Oh, hey, look, it's an event.
You're about to even those odds.
I don't have even odds, but what I do have is yaw and roll, which I haven't flipped yet. So I still can yaw and roll.
You're like, maybe I don't want to unleash quite yet.
Oh, I don't want to unleash. I didn't ever want to unleash. You guys forced me to unleash. I literally got rid of a counter for no reason because I discarded the card that I would have had anyway. Like, that's how stupid I've been playing right now. For your entertainment, people.
Uh-huh.
All right, so I'm first player.
Yep.
Do you want me to try to play Maria Hill?
Oh, can you play her out of turn?
Maybe I can draw 6 cards, and if I gotta make the call, then I can play her.
Go for it.
All right. So I will play Master of the Mystic Arts using this Astral Projection, which lets me use the top card of my deck. So I draw 3.
And the reason he could do this at a turn is because it's a action. So
Yeah.
you did get to make the
And
call.
I can actually even cast my thing. So I will use.
Now you do have to discard this after you play it, right?
No, because he used Master of the Mystic Arts.
Oh, it's just use it and place it back on top. Wow. Yeah.
He's ridiculous. So then I'll exhaust myself, which is an action. Apparently, I drew my
hand.
card into my hand.
Yep.
And I will now play Winds of Watum and draw 3 more cards. There's. Oh, I thought she was in my discard pile, and she was not. So now she's in my hand. Sorry, I'm going to do a whole bunch on your turn. I'm going to play Spiritual Meditation, draw 2, discard 1.
You're not going to discard Maria?
I'll discard. Well, I can just play her, right? Isn't that cheaper?
Well, if you
not as an
discard her,
action.
you can play it out of turn.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. Then I'll do that, and then I'll play Make the Call using Make the Call and magical enchantments.
So Make the Call
Maria?
is an action. So just so we understand for people who don't know the game as well. So Make the Call is an action. Because it's an action, he can play it on my turn. You pay the printed cost of an ally, and you in any player's discard pile, by the way, it doesn't have to be your own, and put that ally into play under your control. Now, she says, after Maria Hill enters play, each player draws a card. So we all get to draw a card.
Thank you.
Oh, double resource. I like that.
And now I will allow you to take your own turn.
I mean, by the way, I had to give you permission for all those actions, and if you would have requested it anymore, I would have said no. I already got my card. Thank you very much.
Anything beyond that?
I kind of want to get rid of something on my turn. One of these side schemes, because and I can get rid of the top one, actually, the draw a card one. The reason is I want to draw a card because I don't have great cards in my hand right now for playing all of them. Like, I'm going to play Phoenix Suit, I'm going to play Phoenix Firebird, but like the rest of them, I guess Yawn Roll isn't terrible either, huh? Well, never mind.
You mean 6-hole threat? Like, for just thwarting once and paying?
All right, well, that's what. Let's start with Yawn Roll.
Well, no, you gotta go. You gotta put your suit out first, your Ariel.
You are correct. So I paid 1, 2 psychic manipulation. Oh no.
You have your genius.
I have a genius. Genius.
You also took both psychic manipulations back.
Yes, I should have. I paid
ditched
both of them
to pay.
The suit only costs 2, not 3. Sorry, my bad.
Yes, correct.
I thought the suit was 3.
Yep. And then I am now going to pay one of them for Yawn Roll after I thwart. So that'll be 6 off of this one. This one goes bye-bye. Then I get to draw a card because of Skilled Investigator. Hey, I got Cyclops. He's my buddy.
Isn't Jan Roll in your discard?
Yes, it should be. My buddy. Wherever I go, he goes, my buddy. So we do need to do all this. When defeated, reveal the top Infinity Stone. Hey, guess who's first player?
Hey, stone.
Hey, that's on me. Discard an ally, upgrade, or support you control. I feel like I've seen that one. Thanks for playing. I do have Skilled Investigator, which means y'all are not getting Skilled Investigator this game. I'm just gonna keep discarding my own.
New? What else is new?
Oh, yes, that is definitely gonna happen. So let's see what new Loki we get.
Stalwart Loki?
No. It's,
Piercing
Loki.
Piercing Loki.
Are we
I was just about to hand out Tufts.
Well, I could get rid of her by getting rid of this, right? If you want, or him. I don't know why I said her.
Whichever way you want to do it, it's fine.
Do you want me to get rid of it?
Sure.
All right. So, normal thwart
How you doing that?
1. She thwarts for 2. Oh, I'm thinking of the wrong one. I was thinking of the one that gives you +1 per.
I mean, Maria Hill.
I can do it
right?
with Maria.
Or Cosmo.
Yeah. Okay, so we won't do it now.
I mean, honestly, we can thwart almost this whole thing down, and we could all just flip down and then not even worry. Or
Well,
Terrence can flip up, and then Pip the Troll can block for him, and you and I can flip down and not deal with the.
well, at this
piercing.
point, Loki is no longer retaliate, so I think Quake's gonna punch him in the face. Right?
Is that worth it versus the Frost Giant?
Oh, I forgot the Frost Giant was sitting in front of me. Huh. Hello, Frost Giant. I forgot you were there.
Do you need me to deal with the Frost Giant?
Well, I can get rid of the tough, and I can do 2 with Cyclops if you want.
How are you playing Cyclops? You unleashing?
Well, that's the question. Yeah, I'd unleash, and then I'd get 2 power counters back, so I'd be halfway to unleashing, and my card is gone now, right? So unleashing isn't the worst thing in the world, right?
It's your call. I'm gonna have to do a lot more of the threat control, right?
I mean, I could hold. No, I can't hold psychic manipulation if I play Cyclops. I mean, do you want me to Phoenix Firebird instead and just get those 2 power counters back?
I mean, that is the preferred since you're the Justice player, but you know, you get to play what you want.
You guys piss me off. I'm just saying.
I get it.
All right, so I'm gonna pay 1 for getting those 2 counters back. Oh, that puts me to 3. I'm gonna flip down because the Frost Giant's not nearly as scary when he is not punching.
Well, the nice thing here is that if he only schemes for 1, you could potentially even use Quake to kill him.
So I'm gonna punch him with Quake.
Right, and then if we deal 2 damage, Quake kills him.
Yep. Yep. So after a minion schemes, deal 2 damage to that minion. The problem is we do have 10 on the main scheme, and as the Justice player, I kept Psychic Manipulation, just so you know.
I mean, I'm confident that Strange can remove a lot of threat, like 6, easy.
All right. Well,
Yep.
Terrence, it is
6,
your
8.
turn, buddy.
So I got rid of Frozen. I guess I should get rid of.
Stun is just any card.
That.
All right, so we do have 9 down in the chat. He says, "Hey all, he's gonna be here for most of the night. Thanks, 9 down. Good seeing you." Garrett Sylvia, I haven't seen that name before, so Garrett, welcome. And he's the one that Brandt said earlier. Said it's negative 45 degrees, which seems warm.
We met Garrett at PAX Unplugged 2021.
We did. Are you including me in that?
Correct. We took a picture, you, me, and Garrett.
Nice.
You were teaching Brian and I Mega Man.
Did I teach you that?
At Home One.
Was that at night? Oh, that was at night. That was a whiskey night. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I don't remember any of that, so I apologize.
It's fine.
All right, I'm gonna play combat training. Do you want me to just kill the Frost Giant, or you want to use Quake?
I mean, I could be cute, or you could just kill it.
Yeah, because he could always. Oh, is it only minion? I think it's only minion, right?
Yeah, it's only minion.
Wait, what did you just do?
I discarded Phoenix for Battle Mage, do 2 damage to the Frost Giant.
It says to an enemy. That could be anybody.
Yeah. We're talking about Quake. Quake's ability is only against a minion.
Yeah, but why don't you do 2 to the boss if you have 2 that only goes in?
Well, I can just. He doesn't retaliate, so I can just do 2. I can do 3 myself.
There's no reason to do the Frost Giant when Quake can just take care of the Frost Giant, right?
Well, that's what I was thinking, because the you would trade 1 threat for that.
Oh,
action
absolutely.
advantage, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, for 3 damage on the boss right now.
He's like the perfect target for it.
Yes.
Because he threats so little.
Yes. So I apologize if you
me.
guys can hear my phone blowing up. So we're designing a game, and our co-publisher and the graphic designer are texting back and forth like crazy right now. And apparently I didn't turn it off of vibrate. So I'm going to do that. so we don't keep getting a vibrating.
We
pier.
can't. I can't hear it here. So.
Oh, okay. Just kidding. Nothing's going on over on my end. I'm not distracted at all. All right. So where are we at?
I think it's me.
All right. Let's do it. I mean, you've only
All right.
taken 57 actions already.
I'm gonna play Strength and Numbers and draw 2 cards. And then, did I already play Spiritual Meditation? I think it doesn't matter, does it? I'll play
doesn't
another
say limit
Spiritual
once per turn.
Meditation.
Yes, you did, because you were going to
I'll
discard
my
because you
Astral
discarded
Projection.
Maria Hill. So yes.
And then Genius and Power in All of Us. We'll play my Mansion. Mansion draws a card.
I assume you're
It's a
playing
double.
Helicarrier now.
Yeah, it seems to make the most sense, right? So this and this play the Helicarrier.
And use Rapid.
So the interesting part is I can play 7 rings, but he's piercing, so I don't know that it helps us all that much.
Wait, you
So
play
maybe I should
7
just
rings?
move past
What are you
it?
talking about? Oh, this.
I can play 7 rings of Ragador and give out Tufts,
Don't you,
but
just play the
play Rapid Response,
Rapid
right?
Response, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Power in All of Us is going to play Rapid. After an ally you control is defeated.
Well, I guess you can Sky Cycle to Cosmo and still play it, right? To get rid of this thing to swap him out.
Right. That's what I was
Then
thinking. Or
ring.
I can flip down. I guess.
I don't know. Just play rings.
Because I don't have a blocker other than Maria Hill, I guess.
You can play rings. Why don't you play rings?
Because he's
Just swap
piercing.
it out and play rings.
All right.
Yeah, but
Oh.
he can.
Oh, get
trigger
rid of this. Yeah.
And they'll swap him out.
Reduce the cost of the next card that player plays, but that would be my ability, right? Exhaust and pay the cost of the top card, so I don't think I can reduce it with Helicarrier, right?
I think that's correct. Yeah, whatever. Don't do it.
Okay. So Cosmo can thwart
Do you
for
wanna get-
1,
And
the main,
Thwart.
and I'll just get rid of 7 rings. Is there a way to flip the top card only of a deck? My goodness.
I usually just flip the whole deck and pull it off one at a time. Who cares? You're not going to see the next card, right?
Oh,
you
that's
pull
true.
it off.
the top card, you just want to flip the top. You have to like basically.
I pull it
just-
to the side and then flip
Yes.
it, but
Yeah.
Peter's
Yes.
right. If I shuffle it and then just flip it, I can't see the cards underneath.
Yes.
All right, then I can thwart for 2. I think I save Winds of Tomb in case I draw a Master of the Mystic Arts, plus I have a protective ward on this side.
So are you getting rid of the side scheme is the question to
No.
get rid of him? No,
Nope.
we're not doing that.
So I'll just thwart the main for 2. And I'm done. I'm sorry, the turns will be long with Doctor Strange.
All right, so we're good.
We're good.
I may need. Oh, we have rapid
Why do I have
response.
this card in my deck?
Oh, but that if I rapid response, I can't Quake Frost Giant. If I
I don't know why his card is in my deck. That's a little confusing.
So here's the only problem. I can't chump Quake now.
Why would you chump Quake?
Oh, I'm not defending. Never mind.
You're not jumping quick.
I'm alter ego. I'm an idiot. Don't worry about me. Ignore. Do not pay attention
I
to the
agree.
man behind the curtain. All right. So this gets 4. He is going to scheme against me for 2 plus a boost of 0 and an advance. Isn't that the best when they scheme for boosted advance? Because it's like
Yes.
0 pips
Right.
and
And
you don't have to
remove it.
worry about an advance. That's like double plus good when that happens. By the way, I probably should have Mystic Manipulation, but I didn't. So that all worked out.
Did you have another card, or is there a reason you don't have another card?
Because I'm an idiot. Because I am...
No worries.
I'm on alter ego, and I should have paid attention to that. Yeah, that was the one time I probably should have Psychic Manipulation, but I totally forgot, and it didn't matter anyway. So we're good.
I mean, you can play it. It's fine.
No. Well, now I definitely don't want to play because it was a boost of 0.
Oh, you drew a 0. Right, but I mean, in this case, it still is. You still. Oh, it's only 2, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right, so Frost Giant is going to scheme. Quake, so he adds 1. Quake then exhausts to deal 2 damage to a minion. Boom, boom, boom. Goodbye, Frost Giant. Alright, Terence, you are getting attacked. What are you going to do about it?
I'll block with Maria Hill.
Hold on. Sorry, I got to do the stone. There's like 50 steps to an attack at this point. Discard an ally, upgrade or support you control. Well, we already talked about that. I'm getting rid of Skilled Investigator.
Would you rather get rid of Quake?
No.
Or you want to have a Chumper?
I want a Chumper. I mean,
okay.
Skilled Investigator versus Chumper. When there's... I'm not even worried about that. All right. Yes.
I like card draw more than Chumpers, so...
I mean, I have 2 more Skilled Investigators in my deck.
I can just jump with glue on my turn.
Well, if I do Maria Hill, we all draw a card, right?
But don't you also have to block for yourself?
She comes back with Rapid Response and then blocks again.
Oh, I forgot about Rapid Response. So should I get rid of Quake now? Oh, but Rapid Response is only from damage, right?
Yes, this is not regroup. This is Rapid Response.
Yeah, so never mind.
I mean, it's fine. Or Terrence, you can block for yourself, then I can block for Maria, and then we have a 2-thwart ally out instead of a 1-thwart, which is fine too.
Oh, this is just a one-time.
Yeah.
Yeah, rapid responses, they come back once.
All right. Well, if the villain is attacking and this attack deals damage to the character, stun that character. Well, you chumped.
That's cool.
So your chumper is stunned.
And then Maria will block.
Can't stun who's going to graveyard.
Heal 3 damage from the villain. By the way, the 3 we did, totally worthless. And give him a boost card, which is going to be a Terence problem in 2 seconds. So what are you doing?
Blocking with Maria Hill.
Okay, so give Loki an additional boost card and a tough status card. Why not?
You need to check that he has the right number of these in there, because there was one in my deck. And I'm afraid that we now have too many of these tricksters in there, and that's a nasty card to have too many of. So there should be 3 total in the deck.
Yeah, if somebody wants to look for it, I don't know how that got to your deck. I mean, it was super tricky.
There's 3 in discard.
And there's 1 in the pile. So we got to get rid of one of them.
That's because he's a trickster. We know this. All right, so this one's gone. Fine.
All right, cool.
Actually, we should put the one in the deck in. Gone. Here, so pull it out of the deck. Because
so there's a card from my deck missing, and I don't know what it is.
It's Trickster.
I have 42 cards, and I should have 43. So something got replaced.
Peter tricked you and gave you... That's why you don't trust Peter to set up your deck.
I mean, you're Loki. You're Loki at this point.
Remember that? I feel like, remember that time when you lost a card, Peter? And you had dupes of those cards that one game?
Hey, that was a Thor card, and I found it. It was stuck to a different card.
No. In TTS, you had a weird thing going on that this year. I feel like you've had weird imports this year for your decks.
All right, so we need to give him an additional boost card, right? Oh.
Yep.
Lofi, that's a good one to get rid of. By the way, we haven't seen Shadows of the Past.
Wait, why are you discarding Lofi?
He got an additional boost card against me.
He gets an additional boost card. And tough.
So I will rapid response, which says when an enemy dies to damage, or when an ally dies to damage, bring them back into play with a damage. And when she comes into play, everybody draws a card.
Hey, I got an even the odds. So let's hope for side schemes.
There you go. And it sounds like it's card draw time.
Yeah, bad cards. By the way...
Oh, I got to do the stone. See, that card is his boost card that you just drew.
For the stone? Wait, what's the
stone? The stone is heal 3 and give him a boost.
Ah, yeah.
I got the heal 3. Sorry, I don't know if I step on your toes.
That's okay. Well, you know this is Shadows of the Past that I now just drew.
Right.
Boom. Surge. Exhaust your identity. Oh, that might be not worse than Shadows of the Past, but that's pretty awful. Oh, wait. You still should have had yours, so.
I can cancel it if you don't want to be exhausted and surge.
Oh. Nope. Hold on. I can shuffle it back in.
You want me to cancel it?
I mean, we still have a Shadows of the Past out here.
Bad when Shadow Past comes out.
We still have a Shadows of the Past, so I say no. So this is not a me problem though. That's
Not a me
Terrence
problem.
Are you trying to give it to Doctor Strange?
I mean, Doctor Strange can deal with anything. He's fine. He's a superhero, man.
Hey, that's
There
a
you
me
go.
problem.
Oh. So we're just...
It'd be funny if
That's out of
you
the
got
game.
shadows.
We're just passing
Should put 'em
obligations
further.
here?
Yeah.
You didn't complete the chain.
Alright,
Mine's already been
and-
gone, man.
Hey, it's a side scheme. I'll let you take it.
All right. So this gets 7. And it's one of those swap it out. Swap to a new Loki. This Loki's pretty good, though, honestly. Although, I guess you like giving out tough. So maybe not, but I don't know. All right. I am no longer first player, though. That is
Just means we have to have 3 chumpers or take damage, right?
That's a Terence thing.
Take damage and chump.
Well, we're both exhausted, so yes.
Aren't we all exhausted?
We are
I don't
all exhausted. We're just laying down on the job here.
Let's see. What do we need to do? Are you getting rid of Casket of Ancient Winters?
I mean,
Are you
you're
playing
playing
even the
Cape,
odds?
right? Cape?
Are you playing even the odds?
Probably. You want me to do it now?
No, because we want to get this down to 3.
Oh, so it does the damage.
Yeah.
I mean, I could Forge
So-
Justice first. Do you want me to Forge Justice, then even the odds? I could literally do both.
Cape.
Terrence is ignoring me. I'm used to this. We reveal a treasury
Cosmic
card.
Ward? No, you keep holding these protective wards, right?
What do you, oh, Brandt?
Yeah.
Is Brandt here?
Brandt is here.
Can you hear him? I can't hear him.
I can't hear him actually.
Are you saying anything, Brandt? I think he's gone. I'm looking on the stream. I don't see him.
That's true.
I was wondering why it got so quiet. We got Dom2D says, "Hey everyone, hey Dom2D, good to have you." Yeah, I don't see Brandt. He gone.
All right, I guess I'll play this and then
Yes.
Yeah.
Hold on though. I'm gonna need to add you back in so they can hear you. Get rid of studio mode. I'm gonna add you in as Mike. By the way, you're Mike tonight. Nobody wants to be Mike, I know, but you are Mike.
I'll take one for the team.
And yeah, we brought you back
For
in
the
just
team.
in time to hear you say, "I'll take one for the team." So that was awesome. All right.
All
So-
right, yeah, there's huge wind going on around me, so I assume that's what cut me off.
It's all good. So Terrence, you putting out arrows?
I think so. And then I guess I discard this to ready myself.
So is that the
Dom
blue
2D
one?
says, "Hey everyone." We say, "Hey Dom."
Yeah, +1/+1 to hero.
Yeah, we said hey to Dom while you were away. But Dom,
Oh.
did you ever watch Romper Room? Do you even know what I'm talking about?
I know what Romper Room is. If I watched it, I was very little.
Yeah, so it's a kid's show where at the end of the show, she looks into this like magic mirror and says hi to all the kids. She never said hi to Peter, not once. I watched that show for like 10 years. I never got
She
a
said hi to
Peter.
Brandt like every time. That's so weird.
We got 2 hey Doms in like 5 minutes. I'm just saying, we're way better than Romper Room. Just saying. Terence, are you done?
Yeah, I thwarted some things. Unless you wanted me to attack instead.
I mean, so I can now...
Like, did you want to play For Justice instead?
No. Do you want me... I can For Justice the main. Why does it matter? Do you want me to even the odds real quick?
Well, we should get rid of Tough, actually. I feel like.
Oh.
I can Cosmo off the top.
That's a Cosmo problem.
Yeah.
All right. So which deck are you cycling?
His
not
deck
Winds
over
of
there.
Watoomb.
I'm not getting rid of Winds of Watoomb.
Wait, what's Winds of Watoomb? I
Draw 3 cards.
I feel like I should know that. Oh yeah, that seems good. So I cycled the stone, which I assume is what you're doing. And
I'll get rid of
out
this
of nowhere you called minion. So
So we're getting rid of Tough, right?
I'll call it environment.
I know.
Oh, sorry. I thought you did the main deck.
I was gonna I was gonna give Cosmo a wound because you called minion while cycling the stone deck.
All right, I used Helicarry to put out my Sanctum Sanctorum. Then I shuffled back in apologies. What's the spell? The one that draws 2 cards and discards 1. I just can't think of the name off the top of my head.
You just played that.
Spiritual Meditation.
Spiritual Meditation. Yep. Then
I'm
will
a mystic. I know
flip
things.
up. I'll ready myself, and I will exhaust for Winds of Watoomb. And I will draw 3 cards. Oh, I could have got rid of his Tough. Look at that. Play Spiritual Meditation to draw 2. 1. I deck.
Considering... Oh, no, there's more than 1 card left. I was about to say, considering 1 card left.
Yeah, I'll do it your way the next time here.
Was there only... Oh, no, there's 2.
I will discard... What am I going to discard? My Magic Blast?
I'll do this. Look at this. I can fix it for you right now. Boom. Done.
Nice. All right, then I will use... What am I going to use? I'm going to use Wong, Protective Ward, and Strength to play Beast. And then Beast
draw a resource.
Give me my Strength back. Strength is going to play the Eye of Agamotto. Eye of Agamotto and Master of the Mystic Arts is going to play Sorcerer Supreme. And I'm going to use the Triskelion to put Inspired on Cosmo.
Hey, Cosmo finally thwarts and attacks for 2 now.
Yeah. I won't be able to do anything with that spell. I can then thwart the main scheme.
Yep. For 2
right,
with
I'll
Cosmo?
thwart for 2 and 2. Yep. And Cosmo's going to cycle this card right here.
Much easier when I flip the deck.
And I'll save Maria, and I'll give you a card draw, Peter.
Oh, he's not stalwart, so that's good. Hey, I'll take the card. Hey, I got Under Surveillance, which, by the way, I didn't show, but, I mean, come on. Terence knows I always put Under Surveillance, which is not nearly as good in 3-player as it is in solo, but it's still not terrible.
It always helps. I think we won a Hella game once because we had it on there.
All right, so I'm going to even the odds, which does 1 per player, and then 1 damage to the villain for each side scheme defeated. Well, that defeats both of them. And unfortunately, I don't have my whatever to draw cards. Now, so technically, well, we do have to put 2 stones in play. That is for darn sure. But technically, we also need to... who's first player? Hey, that's a Terence problem. Technically, we also have to cycle him twice, but I'm just going to cycle him once, because that's stupid, right? Well, I guess no, because he could come back. So we do have to cycle him twice.
No.
Here's the second
piercing
one.
Loki, or retaliate Loki, 2. Oh, no damage Loki. So if there's side schemes in play, you can't damage it. And that's a pretty pretty good one to get once you get rid of side schemes.
I mean, yes, and I feel like we're not going to have side schemes anytime soon. So mental paralysis is not useful. Okay. I want to get rid of this. So a lightning and a mental. Oh, and what do I need to get rid of this garbage? A lightning and a fist. I got lots of lightning.
You have to attack though to do that. Yeah, you have to make a basic attack.
Yeah. All right. So I got this mental. I'm gonna get rid of this.
I mean, you can ready with Phoenix Firebird, so it's possible.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this and even the odds. So I'm gonna get rid of those 2 cards to get rid of this.
Get rid of your
So I can actually
seduction.
Punch him in the face if I so choose. Then I'm going to flip because that's what heroes do. Do we need me to thwart?
Nope.
Or should I just for justice?
Either one is fine.
Well, I could do both
It
theoretically.
does
I mean,
go
you
up to
could
36.
save the for justice and pop the van on there if you want.
It does go up to 36.
Do you want me to unleash? Not necessarily this turn, but at some point soon. To punch harder and thwart less.
Yeah, I mean, at some point we're gonna have to deal damage to him, right? So you're gonna be much better at dealing damage unleashed.
All right.
I'm probably in a pretty good spot to control threat.
So I'm going to Phoenix Firebird. Then use 2 of my counters to ready myself. Then I'll thwart for 3.
Sounds good.
And then do we want Van or
drop
for
the Van.
Justice? It's literally exactly the same thing.
Van
The van
stays
gets
out
a
your
card
deck.
out of your deck.
That's touche. Oh, and actually I didn't have a mental, so it wasn't the same thing. So Van is actually better in this situation. Because I
And
would
gives
not...
you something to discard
Yep.
to a stone.
Yep. Oh, I didn't realize that I could discard it since it wasn't in front of me. Interesting.
You still control it.
Look at you, Brandt. The wealth of knowledge. That's right, everybody. Check out Step Into the Portal. We're just gonna
It's a
shill
wealth of
over and over for everything today. That's
And then
just-
I'm going to lose my next 10 games that people watch
well,
and get all the rules wrong.
I mean, they're used to watching us screw up rules over and over again, so it's just fine. All right.
So this is interesting where you were saying my deck is 43 cards, but I've got 12 on the table. So now and I'm missing a card, so it's 42. I don't know why. I don't know what's missing either. So now I'm down to 30 cards in my deck.
Yeah. I mean, you're missing which card do you want most in this world? You're missing that
Yeah.
one. I mean,
Probably a make the call.
well, yeah.
As long as I'm not missing something from my kit, that's what I'm worried about. But it doesn't matter.
I mean, you already have Maria Hill out there.
Hill.
Oh,
Maria Kill.
Maria Kill. I mean, that's what she does. She just comes in.
Yeah.
She takes care of business. All right, so we're adding 3 to the main. And then Terence is going to take a whole lot of bad to his face. Or does somebody,
Do you want me to take the bad?
does somebody want to block for him?
Doesn't matter.
Is he all exhausted, or is he just not readied?
I'm just not ready.
Okay. I can block with Maria if you want, and then I can get stunned, and it doesn't matter. And then I discard 4. You want me to do that?
I don't care that much. It's up to you.
Although I guess then you have to block for me, right?
I'm fine with that. I have 2 chompers.
So you might. Well, oh yeah, I can block for you, so I take the stunned. All right, I'll block with Maria Hill.
All right, so we get a double boost here. And, 2 side schemes, which is good against the doesn't take damage
That
to
unnatural
side
storm
scheme.
is terrible. I hate that side scheme.
Yeah, play Absorbing Man, where you start with that in play, and you're exhausted, stunned, and confused. It's brutal.
Okay, so we are done with that one. And then
Nope, the stones go against me,
Brandt,
so I
yep.
believe I'm stunned.
discard 4 cards first, and place a threat on the main
And
scheme for each
How
different
do I
card
actually do
type.
4? Is there a
Well,
way to
just
do 4?
it one at a time.
Okay. All right, that is
So
an event plus a resource.
So it's 2 different types. Upgrade. That's 3 different types. And another
3.
resource, so 3.
That's
So
right.
add 3 threat to the main. By the way, I still have psychic manipulation. Is anybody alter ego? No. Of course.
No, but oh yeah.
All right. And then
I'm jumping.
you are. No. Then you do take stunned. You did that already, though, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you're chumping. It's a 4 damage attack plus Shadows of the Past. Drink, everybody. Hey,
Woo!
this is a celebratory drink. A chumped Shadows of the Past. Gotta love it.
Cheers, everyone.
What's your stone, Peter?
Cheers. Thank you so much for joining us for drinking with Marvel Champions. My stone is going to be heal the enemy, which he's full, which means it's going to surge or something.
No, it just gives him a face down boost.
I mean, well, I guess if we're trumping every time, then yeah, just.
Just in the sense that like he doesn't. There's no surge effect, so.
I am at
nice.
6 life, so I guess I'm going to chump Quake in this situation.
Do you need me to chump for you?
I do not. I'm all right chumping Quake.
Okay.
I am sure at some point. Oh, attach this card to Loki as well.
We need like a little parody of what's that song? Jump for my love or whatever. We need Chump for my love.
Chump for my love.
Oh my love.
Nice. Everyone
That's that one's free. You can have that one. Might as well chump. That's
Nice.
different. That's Van Halen.
Yes, it is. And then we've got our normal boom, boom, boom. It could be chump, chump, chump. We got all kinds of stuff going on here. So we're giving him an extra boost card.
As long as we don't drink every time we jump.
Yeah, but no. Yeah, that would be terrible. As much as we've chumped today. All right. So why do you have 2 cards? Oh, you decked?
Because he decked.
I have a protective ward though, so if anybody runs across something they don't like.
He decked, by the way, also. So, guess what's going back in?
He's going to chump that.
Of the past.
Yeah.
There's 2 of them.
I mean, that seems like the right time to jump now.
Yeah. Might as well chump. There you go. Master plan.
Master
Frozen.
Plan's pretty good, too, to get rid of.
All right, I'm popping a caught off guard. I can survive that. What happens?
What happens if you get rid of Honorary Avenger?
I think I'm okay, right? Because it only asked when it checked.
Yep.
Yes, I believe that's true. Attached to an Avenger, because, yeah, it says attached to an Avenger. It doesn't say they have to stay an Avenger. It just says
Let's do it.
attach it to an Avenger.
And my next one is under fire, and I will cancel it.
Yeah, because that is the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
It's like just, oh yeah, by the way, you thought you had 1 card? No, take 2.
Yep.
So, swap Loki with a random set-aside Loki, and they activate against me. So,
Maybe I should have canceled that one.
that's fine.
Man, we are not getting stalwart Lokis.
I'm okay with that. Oh, we got
You say that, but we have yet to stun or confuse him.
It's true.
Oh, we don't have any chumpers left, do we? Brandt.
And now that you say that, that's who's missing from my deck is Professor X. He went somewhere.
All right. Well,
Do you need me to block this for you? At 6 health?
Oh, I have Beast as well.
Mr.
do-
6
no,
health,
you
do
have
need me to block
Beast.
this?
Yeah, I'll
Brandt-
block with Beast. Yeah, my missing card is Professor X.
All right, well,
I don't know
pull
where
it.
he went.
Terence, can you get it for him?
Sure.
All right, so you are chumping with Beast?
Yep.
I appreciate that, Brandt, because I did not want to take a hit for...
I mean, I could block for you if you need it too.
I mean, he's attacking for 4. I could have actually died here.
I mean, if I block for you, I can flip down at some point, Soul World, heal it all back if we want to keep Beast.
Well, yeah, so would you rather that?
Yeah, I mean, you using your 2 defenses. Oh, you're 2 and 2 now.
All right, so
Sure.
you're defending? Give Loki an additional boost card and the tough status. So basically just tough. If the villain is attacking and this attack deals damage to a character, stun that character. Wow,
He's fine. He's gonna flip down.
That did not work out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage, and stunned. And doesn't he become tough? Is that what I just said?
Yeah, and he becomes tough. Yeah.
Well,
I got the tough.
That's not wonderful. None of it. And then he gets a stone. Discard an ally or upgrade one.
Here you go.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
All right, so where are we at?
Uh-oh.
I think it's Brandt.
I just took the thing, and I realized I was Sorcerer Supreme, so I should have one more card in my hand. All right, ready?
So Brandt's going
Let's
first.
see what we can do. Yeah. So let's make the call. Oh no, I got a spiritual meditation. Let's do that. Let's get some doubles. Let's make the call for Maria Hill.
Everybody draws.
Everybody can draw.
Oh, I got white hot room. Finally.
Not drink, just draw.
Drink and draw. That's like a new
Drink and
game
draw.
type.
Not for
right?
kids.
By the way,
Is this,
Dom,
is this an R-rated, M-rated show?
Oh my god.
Oh no, I got disconnected, Peter.
Oh no, from the game. Let me save.
Yep.
Oh,
I did
no.
too.
No.
Did we all get disconnected?
No. Is the stream still going?
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
TTS strikes again.
Oh no.
This is always destined to be a long stream.
We could do a chat or something. It's fine if you want to go back.
Well, so here's the question: is trying to figure out where we were. Like, hopefully it's at
It's
a
okay.
good...
We took like 10 minutes for me to get attacked by Loki, so I'm sure it's somewhere there.
Well, he's tough already, so we got that going for us. So that wasn't that long ago, right?
No.
I didn't
Good
draw
news is
my
we
card
play
though.
slow.
Yes, I didn't draw my card. So you had.
It looks pretty good because I'm only on the step where I was placing Maria Hill. Because I have other cards in my hand.
So we all draw a card? Yeah, white hot room.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think I have to get rid of one card.
So
think
by
I
the
forgot to
by
discard.
the way, Dom2D says I feel doubly welcomed, and Chris Salmacy says cheers, fellas. Cheers, Chris. Thank you,
Cheers.
and thank you for joining us for Drinking with Marvel Champions.
Is this a like M-rated stream now?
I mean, we could
It
be
always
drinking...
was. You just didn't know.
Draw and drink.
Draw and
draw?
drink. Oh God, no. Oh yeah, we were just talking about that. That's not great.
Yeah.
That would be a terrible idea for a game.
Oh wait, do you need help paying for that?
No.
He's got 50 things to help
Unlimited
pay
power.
Unlimited power.
Yeah.
for. Wait, what? How could you help though? Just curious.
Well, reduce the resource cost next ally played this phase by 2. Welcome board applies to anyone. So like I could have you play Arrows for free.
I mean, I'm not gonna say no.
Yeah, it's fine if you guys want to do that. I have no slots left. I've got to get my other thing out. So I will deal damage. Is that a weird idea?
I
Yes.
mean, he's still sitting at 60.
I will master the mystic arts for Crimson Bands of Sidorak.
Considering
Oh shoot, hold on.
he's got an acceleration and he's still 60. That's issues.
Cosmo to get rid of the tough and do the stone. Deck, say environment, flip. And then I'll hit him for 7 and stun him.
That's amazing. That basically means Reality Stone is a Peter problem.
Then I'll thwart for 2. Ready. Thwart for 2. And Nick can thwart for 2. So I got 6 threat I can remove.
Isn't that a Brandt problem? He's first player.
No, because you just stunned him.
Oh, son of a dog.
I mean, he can still chop Nick and like.
No,
deal with it, right?
he could flip down.
No, I mean he can also still jump Nick on your turn.
I assume Terence might flip down to get rid of stun, and maybe not.
Are you gonna?
If you want me to flip down, I will.
No, I was joking. So am I unleashing here? Is that what's about to happen? Are we officially?
Somebody gets a
doing
card
this?
draw. Who's it better for?
I mean, I have a lot of threat removal. So if we need
You still trying to get built, Terence? Do you want it so you can get this Mystic Senses down?
I can play Mystic Senses still, I think. Because I can do one,
take your
two.
turns, and when you need an extra resource, it's there. We'll just do it that way.
All right. Are you paying for arrows for me or no, Terence?
Yeah, I can. Welcome aboard.
You can or you want to? What do you prefer?
You know, I'm a nice guy, Peter.
I mean, you know, it's 0% chance I would have done it.
Then you can jump for yourself.
A. Come on now. So, what was I thinking? I have White Hot Room, and
I mean, probably good for you to get some healing on the table.
So I will pay for it with Heroic Intuition, and
You're like, screw that threat thing.
do I do this? Do I just do it?
What do
If I give you a card draw, you can play both of them?
No, I can do it anyway. Psychic Blast is gone to get White Hot Room in. And then for Justice I can do, and as my last act of justice, I will, I'm doing it. Flip into Phoenix form. So,
I don't think the threat token, the number.
Yeah, mine's messed up, so Peter's just going to tell us.
So we're down to 8.
Okay. No, that's not right.
It was at 11.
So I got rid of 6, so it should be down to 2. I can't see it. The numbers aren't there.
Okay, so
same with me.
It's at 2 now. Hold on. Let's do this.
Just replace it.
Yeah.
It's super weird. You replaced it, and it's still
still messed up.
Is this messed up?
No, now it says 4.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. 2. Yep, good.
Look at that.
All right.
All right, are you going to punch him in the face then?
I'm punching him. I'm Phoenix. I punch
Arrows can also
stuff.
thwart. Amazing.
50. He's almost dead.
We've removed 10 threat, and we have an acceleration.
That's also messed up for me, but that's okay.
Wait, the health?
Yeah,
How about now?
Agreed, but it's fine.
it's fine.
How about now? Can you see it now?
No, it says
it's fine.
60.
Well, that's a shame. Anytime you
Alright.
load a save, it always messes stuff up for the other players. All right. Well, anyway, I punched something in the face, and I have Retaliate now. So that we got that going. Oh, well, hold on. Before you go, should I flip down? Probably,
Sure.
right?
Sure.
And White Hot
think so.
Room or get the resource? Well, yeah, I'll get the health first, and I can get the resource next turn. All right. Go ahead, Terence. What'd you do?
I played Mystic Senses.
Perfect.
After you
So when
resolve
he
it,
does his ability, he gets
you
to
get
draw,
to draw
a
a
card.
card.
Yeah.
And the protection one heals the damage from an ally, so you're
Gonna heal
clearly
beast.
doing that. Oh, you are doing that, actually.
Heal the beast.
I mean, it makes sense. He's got, like, that's Fury,
I mean,
by
Beast,
the way.
not Fury.
Yeah. Healing Fury
Oh,
doesn't
sorry.
do a whole lot.
Why don't actually? I could recur beast. Why don't you heal arrows?
Because isn't he about to chump him?
No, he flipped down.
I mean, isn't he about to literally get rid of him with Reality Stone?
Oh, that might be true. Yeah.
No, I'm going to get rid of Phoenix Suit. Or White Hot Room. Of course I'm getting rid of him. Get out of here. Yes.
All right.
Hey, that's a good card that you're getting rid
Yeah,
of.
but I'm still gonna play
Voodoo.
Voodoo.
Hoodoo that you do that voodoo.
Power of the babe.
Do I flip down? Do we care?
I mean, I don't care. I am no longer unleashed, though. I'm just letting you know now. or I am no longer restrained.
I mean, you're both flipped down, but this thing goes to 40. And
Yeah.
there's no side schemes. I think we're okay.
And it's at 0.
Do I still have mansion?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, that lets you play quantum magic, which seems good.
I might not. Well, I don't know if there's anything I really, really want in my discard because I'm about to draw battles.
Tell us what you want.
What you really, really want.
I might just flip down and ditch stunned.
Yo, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. How do you ditch stunned?
His
There you
ability.
go.
Adam Warlock is discard a card to get rid of a status
Status
effect.
card.
Wow.
Unless
that
you
is-
had. Oh no, you just discarded Vapors of Veltor, right?
That seems almost
Yeah.
worthless.
Vapors?
No. The discard a card to get rid of a status. I mean, it worked out here, but in normal
What do you mean?
life,
I've done it like 3 times this game.
well,
Yeah.
you could
Makes
just
you so
bring
you don't have to
Storm
exhaust.
and get rid of them
Oh.
for free.
Gotcha. True.
Wait.
It would be less useful in certain matchups. Or a villain that never stuns you.
Yes, correct. All right, are we all done here?
I'm done.
All right.
Oh,
so
my ready doesn't work.
3 to the threat.
That's nice.
Did I actually go through my deck? Probably. Because I went through my deck last turn, so did I go through it in one turn?
I mean, you might have, knowing.
Hopefully, yeah.
Well, this is the last time we have to deal with this. Oh, none of the buttons are working for you guys?
Nope.
Well, there's 0% chance we can do anything about it at this point. So,
It's fine.
hey, I got a skilled investigator. I got 2 of them. I actually might give one to somebody. Although I'll probably just telekinetic attack.
There you go.
Yeah, I feel like Peter tries to get your hopes up, and then reality sinks in.
I'm used to playing with Steve. It's the same thing. On my turn, I'm going to do this. And it's like, okay, now it's my turn. I got a new plan.
Right. I'm going to help you guys out. Nah. It's much better to do this for me. All right. So he's trying to attack you, but he is stunned, Terence, or Brandt. So
Yep.
none of that happens. He is going to scheme against me for 1, 2, 3, plus this 4. And this does go off against me, that means. So I have to get rid of an ally or support. We know Eros is not long for this world. He has other places that he needs to be.
You're welcome, Peter.
For what? That stone? Yeah. Thanks for that.
No, I mean for paying for the arrows.
Oh, yes. Thank you for that. All right. For real this time. That isn't sarcasm. It was sarcasm a second ago. Now it's not. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But that's an Enchantress out of the deck. I think we'll take that trade, right?
I don't know. I'm still seduced by her. It's never done anything to stop me.
I mean, you're seduced and you're stunned, both. Wait, where'd your stun go? You literally just had it. Oh.
It's under me. At some point, I'm going to actually cast Magic Blast or try to attack for 1 to get rid of a tough and completely forget about both of these effects. Because it's just, right? It's not affecting me.
Yes.
That's the problem. Is at some point I will cheat because I won't even be thinking about it.
I mean, I cheat all the time, and I do think about it, so it's fine. Next thing is you're confused. I don't mind being confused now. Well, I am Justice, so never mind. I do kind of.
But it's not you, right? No.
It will be.
It will be me. Of course it will be. Because every freaking effect has been on me, by the way. In case anyone's wondering. Every effect.
All right. So we're taking cards. That button worked that time, so figure that out.
Only some buttons work.
Well, he tried it a
cannot
minute
separate.
ago, and it didn't work.
All right. I got Devious Sorcery.
You're stunned.
I am stunned. If I'm already stunned, take 2 damage. Hey, I finally got hurt. And Exhaustion, and I can't cancel it. So I am exhausted, and it surges into Master of Illusions. So we're going to attach this to him, and whenever he would take damage, discard the top card of the encounter deck. If it's a treachery, prevent all the damage from the attack and discard this card.
Well,
okay.
we just need to poke him.
Yeah.
Although I'm first player and I'm unleashed. There's no poking. It's all Master Blaster. Wait, is this the one that can't take damage? No, this is the piercing one.
No, it's the top of the Infinity deck and
So
swap
we're
them.
9 on this. Well, that's not wonderful. What did you just clap about? Oh, shadows!
Shadow.
Everybody drink!
Hey! I can't cancel it. Sorry.
On the plus side, I got Quick Strike going for me.
So it's 2
Nice.
players. This is 6.
Yours isn't brutal.
I don't really like him though.
No.
That's for sure.
Quick strike, toughness. So you took 2. After
The
Magnus
sides-
No,
activates.
I'm on Alter Ego. Come on.
Oh, yes. So that didn't even happen. It's like it didn't even happen.
So Nick did nothing because you both flipped down. I wasted
Yeah.
Nick Fury.
Universal Church of Truth sucks though.
Yeah.
How's it
Force
Magic
Funds.
Blast?
After a player resets their deck, exhaust that player's identity and stun it. Well, we just need to get rid of it.
I cannot Magic Blast. I'm stunned and seduced.
Can you
but I
teach
can
me how
Crimson
to Magic
Bands.
Blast?
I have Psionic Blast, which is way better if that guy was in front of me. Clearly, I cannot choose the wine in front of you.
Peter's first.
Yeah.
I do have telekinetic attack. Telekinetic? Telekinesis!
You tried so hard. It was so cute.
Telekinesis! Oh, I do have Sense of Justice and Crisis Averted. I feel like I want to use telekinetic attack.
Yeah, you can wait till my turn though, because I can poke the tough off.
Oh, of your dude. All right, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna
like Brother Voodoo can just poke him.
all right, so I did add a counter here. Over here. Are you just making noises with your mouth now?
Boop boop sounds.
Yeah. I was
So-
poking him.
So do I get rid of Crisis Averted? I guess I don't need Psionic Blast, right? So I'll get rid of 1 Skilled Investigator and a Psionic Blast.
Are you thwarting it all this turn, or no? Are you
Well,
all
I could
damaged?
Crisis Averted right here.
Oh, okay.
Between Sense of Justice, my other Skilled Investigator. Oh no, but then I can't telekinetic attack. So maybe not. I could thwart for 1.
Got it. So I now am in charge of threat.
I'm gonna hit for 3 because I got that going for me.
But Loki's gonna prevent all the damage, right?
Right. No, he's got to flip a card, and if it's a treachery, it prevents it all.
Ah, yes. Which it is. And discard this. Okay.
Should I just heal? I might as well, right?
Are you not playing? Oh, you're playing telekinetic attack on the thing.
On Terence's turn.
Okay.
By the way, remember
Fine.
those 2 Skilled Investigators? Sorry.
Sorry, but not sorry. I feel like I wasn't expecting you to play them.
Expect the
Yeah.
unexpected.
Brother Voodoo will poke that off for 1.
The tough. All right. So
Yep.
now I am telekinetic attacking. I used my counter for you, Terence. I used my counter. 7 damage, deals 2 additional damage and overkill. So it's 9 damage with overkill.
So 4 to the boss.
Seems good.
Who's at 60 now?
He's at
Yep,
he's
that's
at
60 for me.
46. I'll keep it straight.
It's totally fine. It's
The
just
one
fun.
time I know you guys aren't doing something is with the boss.
Oh, I can actually see it on my little phone screen here when you go up to it.
Yeah, I can see it on the stream. I
Well,
guess,
then I'll never
whenever
show it
you-
to the stream again.
and
Because
that seems plausible.
46 damage and we win, right?
we beat the first incarnation of this effort.
Maybe before the day rolls to the next day. Here.
I mean, we have 0 damagers. That's
Terence has an extra hour.
I do have an extra hour.
why don't we have anybody who can damage? When I said I was going
I'll hit
justice,
for 2. Or do you need me to thwart?
I mean, there's lots.
I can
of
deal.
threat.
I can deal plenty of damage. It will not be an issue. But
Alright.
I feel like we have to get rid of threat.
Do you need me to get rid of Church or Universal Truth? Universal Church
mean-
of Truth? Or are you doing that, Brandt?
I got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can get rid of it.
Okay, so do you want me to thwart, or you want me to just go to face with whatever little I'm doing?
I mean, a little off the main, but you can go face if not. Otherwise,
I'll do 2 off of main, and then
or get yourself built with your mystic senses. Because once you're built, you can deal a lot of damage.
Yeah, you should definitely put Mystic Senses in. By the way,
yeah, I'm doing.
I got a
Def
helicarrier
Pro-
too if you need it.
Senses. All right, so then I'll do this to ready myself. Mystic Senses for 2.
and that was leadership, so you get +1 to all your stats.
Do I have any defense events? Oh, I do actually.
Probably want to put Cosmic Ward in, because that's good.
Do you? Can I take your helicarrier?
Yeah, helicarrier for the cosmic
Or-
ward.
Yeah,
I feel
Cosmic
like you make
Ward's
that trade any
freaking
day.
ridiculous. 1 revealed, but it is when you reveal.
It's
so
just whatever the next one is.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Oh, it's force response.
It's just
It's
yeah,
force.
force.
Oh yeah. So it's not as good as. I mean, still not terrible. So what are you doing?
Is it me? Nope.
I have a shield spell. I'll do 2 more off of main for that.
It's down
And then
to
I'll
9.
punch the face for 3.
I punched for 3.
Oh, did we ever draw the card? We did, right?
For what?
I don't know. He had trickery or something.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
we did.
We did.
Because Peter did it with his 3 attack.
All right. I will draw a card. I'm going to use
Wall.
Mystic Blast and my power in all of us to play Professor X to confuse Loki.
First status effect or second of the game.
No, he was stunned. Yes, so second.
I'll use my command team to play Clarity of Purpose. Then I'll use Eye of Agamotto. I won't have enough if I do that, huh? Maybe I should just hold those cards.
I mean, you could play Wong, but then you can't rapid response.
Yeah. All right. So I will use Eye of Agamotto and Wong. I can't play Wong because I got too many allies. He's just gonna get cycled. And I will do Crimson Bands of Sidorak and deal 7 damage to him and stun him.
I mean, that seems not terrible.
And then
So he's down to 36 for those of you playing at home.
And
Is
then
that-
I will name environment and discard off the top of the deck and get rid of the Universal Church of Lies.
Is that Brandt and I playing from home?
Yes.
Is that what he said? Those of you playing from home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. No, you don't want to put one in a Cosmo. All right, we good?
Yep.
Wait,
Yeah.
why was Brandt first player and did all of that?
You never took the thing.
Oh, so I am first player.
Mm-hmm.
Should
I
have
flip
the
down?
power?
Does it make any sense for me to flip down? It just gives me this card draw.
Your call.
One less person to have to chump, and we can use the confuse. Yep, I'm going to flip down.
Okay. All right, so we draw back up. Oh, I actually decked.
Ooh, actually, if I take a damage and then I draw with this, I would
By the
have
way,
another card.
There's a lot
I
of
can put in there
justice
after
going
this
on in my
cost.
hand. That's a lot
I
of
don't-
4 justice. I'm just saying.
I don't want to go near that.
A lot of justice in.
And you can even yawn roll for a good yawn roll.
I mean, I could do 4 because if I thwart for 1.
No, I just mean you can play for justice and then yawn roll.
Oh, you can for justice into yawn roll?
Yeah, it's anytime you
after-
thwart, not use a basic thwart.
Oh, that's pretty good. What's Wraith? When its boost
Boost?
card's turned up, deal 1 damage to him.
Yeah, you guys love that Wraith card. You play that a lot.
I mean,
Sorry, I'm not
I-
downing the card. The card is good. The way I said it sounded demeaning.
I mean, boost effects are terrible, right? Like,
Absolutely. Yo, it's great. Yeah.
yeah. Well, you guys talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. I'm sorry, I gotta handle something real quick.
All right. He has a bear attacking him apparently.
Yeah. Should we just fill in phase while he's out?
Yeah, I think we're good. He's first, so we'll just let him not block and die.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I got Chump here. I got Professor X.
I know, but did you
Oh,
do acceleration?
No. So this goes up 5.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, we can actually see that, so that's helpful.
Yeah. And
So
then
stunned.
stunned. And then attacks you. And I got Professor X to chump.
Do you want Professor X to chump?
Yep.
Or, oh, you're an alter ego, so that makes sense. Okay.
So it's
Stuns
just
the character.
nothing. And then I'm confused. Welcome to the club.
Where's your vapors?
Yeah, exactly, right? It'll come around eventually. I must have thrown Professor X in the trash at some point.
Is it in here? That'd be hilarious. No, it's not in here.
Weird. All right,
Right.
and then
So
so
this
that
goes
stone is
here.
gone, and then against me he's confused, right?
Yep.
Done. So then
And
he gets a card. You get a card. Did you take your card? All right. So his first one is. Do we have to immediately exhaust everything?
Heroes and allies cannot be ready. Exhaust each ally and play already immediately.
Oh,
That's the one revealed.
that
Okay,
goes to
and that goes up
6.
6. And now he's getting attacked.
And we have no allies. So
So
he probably just blocks.
Should I block for him? Because I'm a nice guy.
Probably. What is this boost sitting right here? This is his second card.
No, that was his
Is it a
second
double
card, his first
boost?
card.
Guess who's
No,
back?
this is the one. This is the one I just pulled. That's a 0.
Oh,
So
and
he
an
hits
advance.
for 3, 4.
Yeah. Terence just took it so you wouldn't die.
Well, I appreciate that. Well, I have 8 life. I'm fine.
And a stone.
Yeah, that's stone. You have
Right.
8 life. I mean, he can get like.
He has
you
a
can
4
You
definitely
could draw
get a-
Lofty.
I mean, he has base 4. He has a
Yeah.
base 4
Yeah.
attack, man. If you draw like Lofty.
Yeah,
or
no,
the
I'm
second
not
boost.
saying I don't appreciate it. I definitely do. But wasn't he stunned anyway? And I was first player, or my card was
Then you drew
Oh,
assault.
assault. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And you drew this fun thing on Natural Storm, so you exhausted all of our jumpers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That was
cannot be
review.
readied by player
it-
card
it-
effects. Now you still ready normally, but yeah.
Correct.
Here you
Oh,
go.
another one.
Do you want to? It's okay. We have a Justice player, so we're good.
Insight 2. And Universal Church of Lies comes out.
Wait. What is going on here? So this should have 6.
You
on it.
gotta. We need to get that Universal Church of Truth back.
Wait, what is going
Yeah.
on?
That card has Insight 2, and it puts the
Which-
Universal Church of Truth back into play.
Is
And
that
there's only one side of it,
another side scheme?
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what would be
So
great
now we
right
need a
now?
Justice player.
A card draw and praying to God for what's the card I'm looking for? The one that
You know, what'd be
removes
really
threat from
good
all?
as well would be Problem Solvers right now.
What-
Yeah.
Which one's
Or
that
even
one?
the odds.
Yeah.
Problem Solve is the one that like you pay for, exhaust 2, and then how much thwart they have gets removed from every scheme in the game.
We'll survive Loki's too. We just need to get rid of this Universal Church and this Unnatural Storm, and then get rid of the other 2 the next turn. That's all we got to do.
I mean, I can certainly. I mean, I have 2 for justices and or 3 for justices and a yawn roll. So if I get,
Yeah, and I got images of Icon.
I mean, I can't pay for all of them, in case anyone was wondering, but I do have
I got
them.
2 resources for you.
Yeah, I mean, the more resources / card draw I get, the more chance I can do something useful. All right, but Terence is first player.
It's nice that I'm exhausted. Oh man, I should have played Pip the Troll instead.
Oh, mid-turn? Do you have the 2 resources?
Of course I have the 2 resources. I have a staff.
Yeah, you can retcon that. That's fine. He left us to fight a bear or something. Troll.
Yeah. Because then I wouldn't be exhausted. So that'd be a
I will
good
be
idea.
back. I gotta get a sweater.
Damage. I feel like damage is not the problem this turn.
I mean, not this turn, no. So Pip the Troll, he should be exhausted and tough gone.
Yep.
All right, so now take your normal turn. Psylocke seems good, but expensive.
I have all my allies are out already. So I will do...
Yellow to thwart 2?
Let's see, hold on. I thought for 2 already. Is there a way I can get rid of this? You can 4 justice right now, right?
You want me to?
Can you?
Yep. 1, 2 pays for justice.
Alright, and then
I mean,
will
I'm gonna use
natively...
Wraith to pay for it. 0% chance I'm playing Wraith this turn. So take 4 off of
So I'm going to Unnatural Storm.
Okay.
That basically allows all of us to use, like, he can now use his Cloak of Levitation, right?
Yeah.
And then I can also Cape. So
Yep.
we can now at least ready.
So you took 2 off
good.
of that?
I
Why
took
don't
2
we
off
all
of that,
use
and then...
our what are those called? The 0 cost card that I have. That lets you draw a card.
Investigator?
What's that called? The joke's
Skilled
really
Investigator?
good when it's gone this far. What?
Skilled Investigators?
Yes. Why don't we use our skilled investigators to draw cards?
Now I will Eros to remove 2 threat off of... We're doing Universal Church.
Sure. Did you take my arrows? Or you have your
No,
own arrows? Did you steal my arrows?
Why would I steal your arrows?
I don't know. Of all the cards to steal, that would not be the one I'd choose.
All the crazy cards in all this crazy world.
I
just straight up put a jacket on.
Nice.
Yeah, I've got my space heater going, so hopefully people can't hear it.
Yeah, this is all like a bay window right behind me, and it's absolutely freezing.
I think I do Zone of Silence, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, discard 4 cards to remove 4 threat. Seems good.
Can I, if I get another ally, does that just discard Brother Voodoo? Is that how that works?
You get
Yep.
to choose who you discard. You looking at Psylocke instead?
No, just Summoning Spell.
No.
But I think I do Zone of Silence. Remove, discard up to 4 cards. Remove 1 threat for each scheme from that scheme for each card. Discard that
So
way.
I
So what do
assume you're
you want me to
doing
do?
Universal Church
I think so, right?
gets rid of it. Now, why do we care more about that than the stupid Open Bifrost? Which is card draw?
Because Doctor Strange decks, and then it will like stun him, and then exhaust him.
Oh, I now see what the stupidity is on that one.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get rid of these, but we can live with 1 extra card drawn in acceleration. But the other ones, yeah, it could be rough.
By the way, when I 4 Justice, I could have yawn rolled. Do you want me to do that to remove 3 from something?
Yes.
So I'll use a 4 Justice to pay for it.
Alright. I think that's it for me, besides another 2 thwart off of Open Bifrost.
I can thwart for 1.
That was a pretty good turn,
yeah.
right? For
Yeah,
me.
we just got to get this control, and then we just start dealing damage again. Hopefully we take them down 2 turns, and then go from there.
Yeah, images of icon can remove actually open the Bifrost, so that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
This is the weird spot where now we want to put one of the Lokis we don't want out and then kill it. And then it's gone from the game.
Whoa.
Like,
None of these did that, though, right?
right.
No, those were non-Loki size games.
I mean, we still haven't even half killed this Loki, by the way. Just pointing that out.
I mean, he's at 60.
He's down to
36.
60.
But, yes.
Not here.
I hear you.
For those of us playing at home.
I mean, for those of you playing at home, find a new home. Like, just saying.
All right. Is it me?
It is you.
It is you.
All right. I'm going to put White Tiger out using my power leadership and my protective ward. I'm then going to immediately put protective ward in my deck because I'm going to use... Oh, no, I have to draw first. Hold on.
You draw one card.
I draw a card from White Tiger's ability. Then I'm going to use my Sanctum Sanctorum, and I'm going to shuffle a spell back in my deck and draw a card. And I will draw Magic
there you go.
Blast. Perfect.
Although you
I will
can't
do
attack.
images
You
again.
finally gonna get rid of Seduced?
You can't attack.
Is now
though.
the time?
I mean, I guess I could get rid of Seduce. So I could start dealing damage, huh?
Yep.
What do I have for a mental, though? I'd have to get rid of this one.
Master. Or Eye of
Yeah.
Oh no, Eye is hero.
It's hero only, right? So I'd have to spend my Master of the Mystic Arts.
I think you still do that.
Okay, so I will get rid of this one here with 1, 2. Still
Is your
stunned.
White Tiger ready then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I think she would still be ready, right?
Yeah, she comes in ready.
Oh, I was thinking the Unnatural Storm.
Yeah.
No, but that was already out.
All right. So then I will cast Images of Icon with my Mystical Studies. And I'll remove 4 threat and confuse the villain.
So from what?
So I don't know if we want to bring the main down and then deal with these when we're going to kill him, or
Ward of Asgard isn't that big a deal. It's only 1 acceleration.
I mean, I was just thinking, Open Bifrost is at 4, so to actually clear it.
No, it's at 1. Why would it be
1?
at 4?
we can't see it.
Oh, sorry. It's at 1.
Right.
So if you get anybody that can thwart for 1, Cosmo.
I hear Phoenix and Thor for 1.
I mean, I could.
Cosmo thwarts for at least 2.
So that'll clear this. Flip it. Flip
Yes.
the whole thing. Oh, there we go. Oh, I wish I had the other one then. All right, then I will ready myself and exhaust myself to draw 3 cards.
If you're
I'll
drawing
play
3
spiritual
cards
meditation.
twice a turn is pretty good.
It's not too bad. I don't even need the Honorary Avenger is the weird part, huh?
Just put it on Phoenix.
I am now an Avenger. Does it give me +1 life? I mean, it's not the worst thing ever.
Yes. Yeah, it gets 3 +1.
Sure, here you go.
I am an Honorary Avenger, so I go up to 9. Is that correct?
I have to discard something. Do I
That's
get
like
rid
a
of the
heal.
ward?
That's a free heal.
Or do I just get rid of Master of the Mystic Arts, I guess?
Well, why
Master,
don't you
'cause you're just trying to cycle,
Magic
right?
Blast now? You've got the...
Yeah, that's what I'm
He's
going to do.
He's stunned. He's stunned.
Oh, shoot. Because I'm stunned.
That seems not...
Yeah, so I'll just have to hold these cards, unfortunately.
You're literally holding 4?
I don't have any options. I could discard them.
None of that seems good.
All right. So then I can thwart for 4 off the main, or should I get rid of this? We're gonna keep this open the Bifrost for an even, right?
I mean
you
Open the
could just
Bifrost is at 1, by the way.
Just
Right.
So
you
aren't
could just
you going to
clear it.
Cosmo that?
Cosmo does too. And you just clear
Yeah.
it. Just clear it with Cosmo.
All right. So it's gone, and we're gonna get a new Loki.
Whoa, what? Why is Cosmo exhausted though? I took 4 off of main. Was that not right now?
We did 2 off main.
So should
Yeah, that's
I
good.
add
No.
2 to main?
No. I think you should leave it because if we get Stalwart Loki, we're gonna lose this confuse that I added.
Okay.
Right? I don't know. I mean, you tell me if you want to lose the confuse or you want to draw an extra card.
I
like
I
extra
personally like cards less, but that's me
cards.
because no one's down right now.
Is anybody flipping down?
I could flip down. I
Okay.
don't need to flip down.
I
but
mean,
can
if you
start
flip
getting
down
some
at 8, like how
counters.
sad are you?
Me, not sad at all. It's an extra card, and I get to put a counter on.
So I realized what I should have done is I shouldn't have done Winds of Tomb. I should have exhausted to get rid of my stun, and then I should have then I could have
Magic
played
Blast.
Magic Blast. Yeah.
Are you gonna give
so
me the
Peter,
card
I will
too?
give you a.
You could just Magic Blast and get rid of your stunned
Oh,
if you want
That's
to
a great
draw
idea.
cards, right?
that's a great idea. Yeah.
Because you're cycling like crazy anyways, right?
Perfect. Yeah, I definitely want to cycle. So Peter, I will give you a card draw and then a resource.
Okay, so I can afford justice. Unfortunately, it only does 3. Because I don't have mental. So
Did you draw a card?
Yeah,
I
that was
did.
with this card draw.
Okay.
yeah, that was with my card
Yeah.
draw. Because otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to do anything. Do I just go off main, or do I get rid of this card draw?
It's 6 in one, half a dozen in the other. I think.
I think you just get rid of the card.
All right, sounds good.
I mean, I hate card draw.
So
But
symbiote
that's
suit
gonna
man.
Ever
put
since
another
Galaxy's
stone
Most
out?
Wanted, everybody's convinced the cards are the worst part, but I feel like him scheming for 3. You know.
Well, no, because we have plenty of threat removal. I'm not worried about that. He
It's
did
more
get an extra
stone.
stone as well. Which
Right.
is-
Well, we keep the stones from going. Yeah, there's a stall.
Okay, that's a me problem.
Yeah, sorry, Brandt.
For what?
Oh, because you were like, I don't want to get rid of the confused, and
Oh yeah.
that's exactly what we did.
I don't think it's an issue. I think we got pretty good control. Now it's just a matter
so
of
I'm not
pumping
gonna
out that
flip down
damage.
now. There's no reason to flip down anymore because he schemes for a lot. So
And we have
Yeah.
Chump City.
Yep. All right, so I'm just gonna call it good. Ready up, draw up.
Yeah, it's much slower.
Yeah,
for
this
me
is
to
the part
write.
where to me he becomes a little bit of an issue because now it's like, could we deal 90 damage? Probably relatively well, but can we deal 150 damage at 3 a.m.? Right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, we can also call it after we defeat
Right.
him a couple times here. Like, if it's quite obvious that we're winning, and we're just like spinning our wheels, we can definitely call it.
because that's what's going to happen is every 2 or 3 turns he's going to put out a bunch of side schemes and we're going to have to deal with them instead of dealing damage.
All right, so where are we at?
You're drawing your
Whoever's the first player.
That's me. So did you threat?
I did not. So we had 3 threat, 4 threat.
5 threat. Warren Asgard.
Oh, yeah, I forgot on the main one here. All right. So, Terence?
Yep. Should I shield spell this? Probably, right?
That's up to you.
Yep.
0.
So that's 4.
All right, Brent?
No, you gotta do these things.
Oh, yeah, good call. All right, so discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put into play with Terence. That didn't seem like a bad minion. You are stunned. If you are already stunned, Terence, you're stunned. All right, Brett.
Attacking me. I'll
Yep.
block with White Tiger.
And White Tiger's dead.
And I give you a stone.
Thank you.
Do you
Discard.
need me to chump for you?
I mean, I don't need you to, but it wouldn't be terrible. I do retaliate for 1 if we want to do that extra damage.
If you had a tough.
Apply the boost at the top of the Infinity Stone deck.
Oh, see, this is where I needed to get Wraith out or whatever.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh
Well, it
man,
doesn't-
only 1.
Well, it doesn't matter when it's a chumper.
What a
anyway.
whip.
What a wimpy stone. Wimpy stone.
Alright, so what I have to do, I have to
wimpy
discard
stone.
4 cards.
Yep.
You know, that Sunfire would have been real nice.
Yeah, Sunfire would have taken care of that. Do you have 4 different? How many different do you have?
3.
3 on main, so we're up to 16. Threat on main. Oh, here she comes. All right, cards. Terence.
Mine's not working. Got it.
Boo.
Treat an ally as enthralled.
You don't have it? Oh, you do have it.
Brother Voodoo?
It tells you have to do the highest cost. Which that is.
Shuffle the Infinity Stone and draw a card. Shuffle the discard in and then draw one. Yep.
Heal 3. Yay. Alright, so it's me. There's that. So 8. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, Brandt, let's do this.
All right. I will spiritual meditation. I know my turns take so long because I have to draw all these cards. I'll get rid of this thing.
Well, you got a Maria Hill, so we're not going to complain.
I will. Oh yeah, I'll get rid of her. Actually, now you say that.
Wait, you could.
I don't need to get rid of her. Yeah, sorry.
Your first play.
Then I'll play her. Everybody draw a card. Man, all these protective wards. Who is in my discard pile? Is Nick Fury in my discard pile? He is. I will make the call for Nick Fury after Maria Hill thwarts for 2 on something.
I mean, it has to be Madness of Midgard, right? Madness of Midgard?
Yes.
Yeah. So 2. Astral Projection 3. And my eye 4. And then I'll draw 3 out of here. I use a protective ward to play Triskelion.
Hey, you can finally get 4 allies.
I will draw 3 cards. Take
Deck.
a card.
I got you.
Sorry.
Oh, wait. This doesn't actually happen, right?
What?
What doesn't happen?
Oh, wait. How does this work? When revealed? It's not treachery, though, right? Never mind. So this still stays in play.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't cancel that one. Where was I? I think I drawn 2 with this. I may have drawn an extra. I'll get rid of strength and numbers. Ugh. Just cycling for cards I don't want. All right. I will ready Cosmo.
Wait, why wouldn't you Magic Blast? We're trying to kill him, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
You're like, yeah, it's not a big deal.
It's not
That
what I
makes the
wanted.
game end.
I mean,
All right, so I will use these 3 to Magic Blast. And I hit them for 5 plus.
You discard the wrong card.
This one, Master of Mystic Arts.
No, you discard Protective Ward.
Oh yeah, I was gonna hold the Master of the Mystic Arts. You want me to hold the
I see.
Protective Ward?
That's your call.
Yeah.
2 more damage for the lightning bolt.
So the lightning does 2 more damage to him.
Yep.
So he's at 60.
Yep. Still at 60. All that time. We are below half. We're at 29 now.
All right, then I will
By the way,
remove 4 threat. It
Below
doesn't
half
actually
of the
matter.
first form.
Yeah, I will remove 4 threat and confuse him, but I can't confuse him. I will ready myself, draw a card, and then unfortunately I have to use that.
Where's
and
your mind control, Peter?
give us all toughs. So everybody gets a tough unless you want it on one of your allies.
You get a tough, and you get a tough. All right, where are we at?
Cosmo will cycle this and remove 2 more threat from here.
So we're to 4.
Done. That was
All right.
a lot of cycling. And I have a helicarrier for somebody.
Terence, you need the helicarrier?
No, it's fine.
right. Well, then I will take it, because why not? So I'm going to pay, including the helicarrier, 3 for Cyclops. I get 2 counters. Then I am going to use Telekinetic Shield to pay for Phoenix. No, not doing that. I'm going to use one of those counters to pay for Phoenix Firebird and get another counter, so I'm up to 3, not 4. I'm going to punch for 3. Terence, what are you doing for threat removal?
What am I doing?
I said, what are you doing? What?
I can thwart. I can play Cosmic Awareness.
I mean, I could get this down to 2 is my question. Do you want that down to 2 or is 4 fine? What would you prefer? Because I could punch for 2 or thwart for 2. Usually the option is thwart for 2, but if you have something that only does 4, then there's no.
That card might actually be gone. I did 4 with Images of Icon, and I don't think it came off of anything.
Oh, were you just saying words and I wasn't paying attention? I mean, it wasn't
so.
8, and it's
I
down
did
to 4.
Images of Icon and Cosmos. So I feel like I got rid of 6. So I think it should be at 2.
Okay, well then I can get rid of it.
Yeah,
with
my
Cyclops.
bad.
I got the 4. I didn't get the 2.
I was trying to play fast, so I was yelling things out, but that's not the best strategy.
So when defeated, we are going to reveal an Infinity Stone, and we are going to get a new Loki.
It's Piercing Loki.
Piercing. Oh, right after you give us all tough.
Yeah.
Is this at 6, the bottom one?
The bottom one's at 9.
Or 9, no.
Which is why we haven't focused anything on it at this point. So I'm going to ready, I think. I think I already used a counter. I definitely did. So I'm going to ready. So using another counter to do 3 more damage. Nobody has anything they need me to kill, right?
I mean, I have these guys.
Oh. I can do 3. Do you want me to hit the Zealot?
If you hit Zealot of Truth for 3, Pip can kill it.
Okay. Then I will do that.
Alright. Are you done with your turn?
Yep.
Alright, so Pip will kill that. Do you need me to thwart super hard then?
Main's at 16, so it's almost half gone. But nobody's down, right? So, I don't know.
No. Warren Asgard is 9.
Yes.
So I'll thwart 2 on Warren Asgard. Spend a Think Fast to ready. So Think Fast removes 2 more on Warren Asgard.
Down to 5. Who dat? Who dat? Who dat say they gonna beat that Loki? Not even one time. Ain't nobody.
You get a Soul World counter?
I did not take my Soul World counter. I will spend 2 for Karmic.
Karmic Blast. So that's 4 damage?
Or not Karmic, for Cosmic Awareness.
3 threat?
So I need 5, right? So that does 3. Let's do all 4. 1, 2, 3. Wow. So just 3.
3 what? Threat removal?
Yep.
Off main or off of
No, off the side scheme.
So it's down to 2.
I'll
I have a helicarrier, unless anybody used it.
He did. Peter did.
I did.
Yep.
Because I'm me.
That's fine.
So what's going on?
I'm gonna play Summoning Spell.
There you go. Draw a
You
card.
get
Right?
an Ironheart.
Of all the cards to get, not necessarily the
You're
number
very
one option.
resource heavy.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, like I wish I had just put a sidearm in on Cosmo, then he'd be attacking for 3. That would give me more damage.
Oh, we had swapped the Loki out.
We
I
did,
cleared
right?
one as.
Isn't
I
this
cleared
down to
one-
2?
It's
No,
only a 2.
I thwarted myself for 2.
Okay. It's gone.
Well, then you didn't
gone.
say that. We also have to pull another card
I
out.
did
by
say
the way.
that.
We got another stone. Who's that stone coming to? Me?
Yep.
Man,
It's
Rude.
not just one stone, by the way.
I see that. Ooh, it's no damage Loki.
Well, we now don't have to worry about that.
I guess I'll thwart for 1.
Wait, what is your other
Woo.
option? Punching for
Ironheart.
1?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. Thwarting for 1. Better than punching for 1.
Alright, I'm done.
Oh, we're all done. Where are my big damagers? I do have psychic manipulation. Is nobody down, though?
I have all threat removal.
Why did nobody go aggression? What's going on here?
I mean, it's Adam Warlock. You have to pick one of every aspect.
Yes. All right. So we get 4 on main or 5? 4.
Ugh. You are aggression.
Yeah,
You-
aren't you aggression?
You're the one with the aggression in your head. I mean, I feel like you guys could have handled threat, honestly, at this point. But whatever. Where are we at? So I added the threat. So who gets attacked first? That is Brandt with a whole lot of stuff. From
All right,
he's
Nick
not
is
piercing
blocking.
anymore though. No, he's not piercing. Oh, you have Fury. Yeah.
I'm gonna use Nick Fury.
All right. So yeah, he's dead.
All right, and then I'm gonna rapid response him back in, and I'm gonna draw 3 cards.
All right. So heal 3 damage from the villain.
There
And
we
give it
go.
a face down boost.
Now I can deal damage.
Yeah, I can't get my damaging card. I don't know why. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. It's all Brandt, by the way. That's why we invite guests on, so we don't have to deal with this crap ourselves.
Hey!
Good news, bad
I
news.
don't get one.
You don't get a minion, but we get another acceleration. By the way, we're halfway dead, and we have got 2 acceleration tokens. That doesn't seem good. Discard an ally, upgrade or support, use control.
Can I take my honorary Avenger back? Can I get rid of Nick? Is there still 2 people that need to block, right? So
You
not
can get rid of Nick. You can get rid of Nick. We have Tufts, right?
Oh yeah. You're right. Okay, I'll get rid of Nick.
Okay. So I'm getting attacked with an extra boost, but I'm tough, so don't care that much. That's just 2. That's just 2. We're good.
You must feel good about that, though.
I mean, I feel great that I did so much good work myself by
All right, what's my stone?
making myself. Wait, where's my tough? Oh. Your stone's
get
gonna
stunned.
be stunned.
Take 3 damage. That's cool.
Where are we at?
Those cards are sloppy. Is it me? Did you give me a card? Was I spacing?
You decked.
No.
I gave
Okay.
you a card. And yes, you have 11 in your discard after you decked. Because ridiculous.
That's just how it works.
Yes.
So I'm taking a card, right?
Yes, and I need a card. And Terence needs a card.
Hey, I get Laffy.
Oh, that's where that guy was.
And Trickster. So he's going to switch Lokis and activate.
All right, it's done me. Or I took the damage.
Where is my tough card? Oh, under me. I gotta stop putting it on my character.
Yeah, there's the space underneath. So this guy's Stalwart Victory. When defeated, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a side scheme is discarded. But that's
He can
when
just
he's
hit me.
defeated.
So he's attacking me
Oh yeah.
for
And you're tough.
yeah,
He is tough.
bunch. I'm tough, and then just put a stone out. Done.
That's the hard part. Is the stone. All right. So it's to me.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
No, you gotta do your card, man.
Oh yeah. There's that. Hey. Can't do. Oh no, we can do damage to him. 9 again, by the way.
Oh, my Cosmic Ward will cancel when revealed of this caught off guard.
Wait, what?
He cancels the card.
Wait, which one?
Peter, can I do stuff on your turn?
Wait, did War in Asgard come out? Or Terence drew a card, and he canceled it. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go
Well,
ahead.
the funny thing is, like, you can also discard Cosmic Ward for caught off guard. So it's just kind of a.
Why
But
are
it's a
cards
forced
just
interrupt, so you have to do it.
going everywhere from my deck? My controls are ridiculous. Okay.
Well, because you go through 57 cards a turn.
Yeah, it's true. All right, I am going to use Maria Hill. Sorry, I forgot what I was trying to do. I'm going to use Maria Hill to play Master of the Mystic Arts to do Crimson Bands. Deal 7 damage and stun Loki. Oh, we can't stun him. Oh, well. Deal 7 damage to him.
He's down to 22.
And then I'll make the call with this.
So everybody draw a card?
And this, and everybody draws a card. Go ahead, you can take your turn.
All right, so I got Eros and Quake and Jones. Feels like we need Thwart at this point.
Do we? I feel like you said we needed damage.
I mean, we do want to kill.
Yeah, you do damage, I'll thwart.
I mean,
I got 7 more damage with Crimson Bands.
all right, so 2 for Quake. 2 for Jessica Jones.
She costs 3.
Son of a... Oh, I'll take a counter. It's fine.
Do you need help paying for that? I can reduce it by 2.
I mean, not really. Because the only thing I have... Oh, well, I have Heroic Intuition in my hand. So yeah, if you paid for Jessica Jones, I could get Heroic Intuition out of my hand.
Almost had that first Loki dead. He's at 22.
He's at 22, and I'm about to
Is that
do...
after I did 7 damage to him?
Yes, he was at 29.
Okay.
Some
Is this just discard?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Nice.
I mean, so he's at 20. He's at 13. And this is without me drawing a freaking attack card, by the way, which I don't have many of in my deck. All right, go ahead, Terence.
I'll get rid of stunned.
Seems good, or at least necessary.
Make the call to +1/+1/+1. Wise.
Are you frozen again?
No, it's just
So
TTS is just really messed up.
You're just discarding a blue to get plus the stats, and then you're gonna exhaust all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
If you need a card or a resource, just let me know.
I will. What is in my discard? Huh. Okay. I will Def Focus and man, it's so messed up. Karmic Blast.
4, so 8.
No, I have to discard cards.
So that's what I'm saying. 8.
What do I do with this guy?
I didn't realize he was there. Did I do 4 at any point? Yeah,
so
I had
that's
2
6.
allies. Do you want me to do 4 less and kill him? Here,
Yeah.
Terence. He's dead.
Yeah, do that.
He's dead. I had 3 allies all doing 2 damage each, so easily could have done.
Oh wait, you all of them were doing 2 damage each?
Yes.
Wait, Jessica did 3. There's a side scheme out. Oh wait,
No,
it's
that's threat removal.
can we just take 2 more off of the villain and just have him kill Brother Voodoo?
Wait, what?
Brother Voodoo also had 2 health left.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, 2 more. Yeah.
So
So
he's
I'm
up to
doing
19.
And then I did 6, so I just made up for that off of Karmic Blast.
Well, no, I just realized we do have
He's fine. He's dead. I
Loki
got
here.
Crimson Bands right here,
okay.
and it's a stalwart Loki. So
Okay. And then so I did 3 more
Damage?
so with 9 for me in total so far.
He was at 19, he's down to 10, yeah.
And then I'm going to What Doesn't Kill Me to heal for 2. And then do 3 more.
3 more? So he's down to 7.
You said I can have the Hellcarrier?
yep.
Shield spell in here? It is not. Still worth playing, right? Just get out of my hand.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, just play what you gotta play. Play what you wanna play.
Fort for 2.
Off main, I assume?
Yep.
So main's down to 17, side scheme's at 9.
That thing came back out again. Is that what happened?
Yes, keeps coming out.
All right.
I mean, to be fair, we already have 2 acceleration tokens. It's probably not great.
All right. I will take a damage and use my Eye of Agamotto and my Power in All of Us. Play White Tiger, and I can have 4 allies now because it's Triskelion. Draw a card. Spiritual Meditation. It was me, right, Terence? Did I jump in?
Nope,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
good.
You're good.
Okay. I'm just gonna discard, make the call. Then I will have Maria Hill pop the tough. It's tough. Do I Magic Blast? I'll just do Crimson Bands to guarantee it. So I'll Crimson Bands Laffy. He's out.
Okay.
Deals 7 damage and stuns. I will ready Doctor Strange. I'll exhaust him to do Vapors of Valtor and change my Confuse into a Tough.
That seems good. Whenever I'm confused, I know I'm tougher.
And then I'll remove 2, 4, 6.
From
Threat.
You gotta shuffle this.
Yeah.
Are
I'm just gonna get rid of the tough thing.
Are you cycling your deck?
Yeah, I cycled my deck. I don't have a resource, huh?
That seems like an
All
issue,
right.
not having resources.
Yeah. Well, I did a lot.
Hey, remember when I said I tested this deck and it didn't do much damage? Should have thought about that.
All right, and then I'll remove 3 threat
From
plus boost equal to the top card of the deck, but it's just revealed. It's not discarded.
All right, where is it? Which deck?
What was it? A 2?
Uh,
So 2 more comes off.
2 more off what? Main?
So I removed 3 from the main plus 2.
All right, yep, got it.
2, 4, 6, and
We're
then I
down to
have
6.
Cosmo again. So Cosmo can either do the main or he can
Just
deal
start
damage
punching,
or
yeah. Is it
Hit him
wait?
for
Does he
2.
punch for 1 or 2 or
2. He is inspired.
punches for 2.
So does he get another attack or is he good?
That's it, and then I just have to discard a stone, which I'm gonna do. Good.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, ready up, draw up.
Yep.
Hey, I got a lot of resources. I got mental paralysis, which seems great. I do have the side scheme one, so it'd be great to get some side schemes. Where are we at?
Whoever he's a main scheme needs 6 threat.
3 from that, 2 from the acceleration, and 1 from the side scheme here. Yep. All right. So now he is attacking me. I do have plenty of chumpers, so Quake. Nice knowing you, Quake. Nothing. All right, Terence.
Guess I will block with Ironheart.
All right, nothing. Just 2 boosts.
Does that mean I'm confused now?
Oh, should I have been confused, or did this? When did this come out? Was that
Did you
sitting
draw
there?
it?
I did not draw it.
Yeah.
So it's me.
Then you are confused.
I mean, in more ways than one. Let's be honest.
You good?
All right. So what just happened with Terence? You're done. So we need another stone. It's gonna be stunned for Brandt in a second.
All right, I will use White Tiger.
To chump. 2.
And then I'm stunned.
Yes.
10.
You need some more vapors.
I think I already drew
Yeah.
my hand up for some reason, or was Terence first this turn and never grabbed it?
What?
Oh, that was the bad stuff happening. Never mind. All right. Encounter cards. I get an Enchantress.
It's not working.
Yeah,
Yeah,
grab
go get your
Seduce.
seduction.
That's awesome. You know what's great? Being seduced.
You guys.
There you go. Some Madness and Midgard.
Shuffle the Infinity Stones and draw one.
Discard.
Insight 2, and we need the Church of Universal Truth, which I will grab.
Hey, good
All right.
news. I got even the odds.
Nice.
So it's this 8. This one is
Looks like
6.
that's 6.
Bad news.
Let's
I got
see, let's
freaking
see.
Enchantress in front of me.
What do we need for me this turn?
All right. I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. You guys can keep going.
I feel like we should agree to just kill 2 Lokis. 2 a.m.'s a little late for me.
What time is it?
It's 1 a.m.
All right. Well, let's see what we can do here in the next couple turns.
I think you should deal damage.
Well, yes.
I'm gonna play Sunfire.
All right. You guys go. I'll be right back.
Sounds good.
What do you want to remove? Loki's staff
Sure.
or a crown?
It's the same thing, right?
One's attack, one's thwart.
Yeah.
I'll attack for 2 with Sunfire. What's he at?
He's at 5.
How do we know?
I don't know. I can kind of see a 5 there, but I can't change it. So he's at 3.
Okay. I guess I'll attack him for 1.
Okay, he's at
Yeah.
2.
I will kill off Pip, the troll, to pop him.
All right. So this Loki is dead, and we get a new Loki.
I will heal. Do I
We
heal?
get Retaliate Loki.
Do I heal Cyclops?
Cyclops. Oh yeah, sure.
Or just beast. I feel like he doesn't care with one counter, right? He's right.
He
Unleashed.
loses them. That's the issue.
Yeah, but he
When
could just
Cyclops
spend it.
lose.
He could just
Yeah, that's
spend
true.
it and
Okay.
then kill him off, right?
So beast.
Yeah, because then that's at least a 2/2 stat line, right? That we can use.
Yeah.
Which then readies me, and I get to draw 2 cards. And I get another counter. Magic attack. And I'll deal 5 on that.
All right. Are we back to me yet?
Nope. We're on a new Loki who should have 5 damage. I can't change the
He
damage.
has 5
so he should be at
damage.
55.
Oh,
We flipped him and did 5, so he's at 55.
nice.
And I'll do 2 more.
To Loki?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, did we get rid of some of his attack cards and stuff too?
Yep.
I did, yep. I'm
Nice.
done.
And
All
this
right,
one is Retaliate one.
Oh, those are the vapors that I was looking for.
those are the vapors you were looking for? Oh my gosh, Brandt.
Literally
What the heck?
no magic blast.
You can finally play Wong.
Yeah, it's true. Just have him come in and deal damage, I guess.
Or cycle till you get your bans every turn.
Yeah.
Between Cosmo and him, right? Like you
And
literally
that'd be
cycle.
terrible. So we'll use Professor X.
I feel like you need the 7 damage one, not the draw cards one, right? Oh,
Yeah, that's what we're
you're
saying.
talking about. Yeah.
All right, I'll deal 2 damage with Cosmo, and I'll move this. Does anybody need me to get rid of their? No, I'm not.
He is a confused. You could give him a tough. Do you need it?
No, I'd rather cycle to the damage at this point, right? So
Yeah.
deal 2 damage with Cosmo.
Okay, down to 51.
Already Cosmo, deal 2 more damage.
Down to 49.
They really want you to play vapors, I feel like. Do you just Wong at this point?
Who has a confuse? Oh yeah, it's true. I could just Wong. I'll Wong
I'm
it.
confused.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm also, I
get
can't
that.
attack either, by the way. In case anybody's wondering who can attack, this guy.
Gotcha. All right, I will Maria Hill to remove 2 threat from that crisis side scheme. And
Are you getting them all down to 3?
She's gonna leave
Wait, you
And I'll
removed
make the
from
call.
2
the
from this?
crisis.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, is Universal Truth still out?
Yeah.
Oh, you have
Did
to
you go
remove
through your
2.
deck?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
He went through his deck, so we got to put 2 damage back on him, 2 health.
Yeah.
I played Maria Hill, so everybody draws a card. Oh no, my TTS is breaking.
I mean,
Yeah, my TTS is super bugged after the reload. And it's continually getting worse.
That's fine. All right. Get 7 rings. I don't even know what to do. Should I get rid of your confuse?
sure.
Sheesh.
Make it tough.
All right.
Is that
I'll
what
get
you're-
rid of your confuse and make it a tough. I'm gonna try to draw 2 with them.
You can finally get Magic Blast. But now
Magic
you're stunned.
Blast. All right. It's true. So I will 1, 2. Oh, if I take a damage, I lose my tough, so I can't do that. 2, 3, 4. I'll play Nick. Lose Maria Hill.
Draw 3 again.
I'll just have him deal 4 damage.
Okay, down to 47.
And then I'll cast my Magic Blast to get rid of my stun. And then Nick will attack for 2.
Down to 45. Guess who
Done.
can attack? Although
You can
I
draw a
just-
card.
Oh, I can draw a card? I can
Yeah.
do damage. Oh, telekinetic attack. Son of a... Well, I'm just gonna flip down. I have to get rid of that stupid thing, right?
Yeah.
You can do Psychic Blast though, because
I
it's
am
not
gonna do
an
Psychic
attack.
Blast. Yes. So Psychic Blast first, which does 4 to this jobber and the boss. So 41. I need. What do I need to get rid of this stupid thing? A lightning and a mental, which I have. Although I was gonna yawn roll, would have made me happy. Jessica Jones is gonna kill Enchantress.
Nice.
I mean, I just can't have her. So I am doing even the odds, right?
I think so.
Sure.
But then I can't yawn roll off of it. For fear.
Why not?
Well, because then I can't get rid of this. I guess I can get rid of it next turn, right?
Oh, gotcha.
So yeah, I'll even the odds. And then I'm going to pay this counter to yawn roll. Because I'm about to lose it when I lose Cyclops anyway.
Nice.
Oh, I have something that would have let a minion not activate. Well, whatever. All right. So do 3 to everything. Are there any of these we definitely want gone?
Universal Church of Truth.
I think that's the one. Oh yeah, you should totally steal Laffy. I didn't even think about it.
He's elite though, isn't he?
Oh, is he elite?
For sure. I feel like they learned their lessons in Lord of the Rings.
Got it.
Okay. So we removed that. Does that do anything?
He's in discard. It just means anytime someone decks, they're not getting pwned.
So
Yeah, he's an elite giant.
I can't attack is the problem. I can't get rid of it.
Just flip down.
Just thwart, and then flip down.
So thwart for 2.
Yeah.
Off of this jobber, I guess, because it's the only one I can. Flip down. I'll war room to get that resource back. And then should I Cyclops something? Oh no. Before I get the resource back, I'm gonna Cyclops because he'll lose me 2 counters, right?
Yeah.
So Cyclops is going to punch for 2, or do I get rid of this crisis?
I mean, it depends. I would punch for 2 if we're going for 2 Lokis. I would get rid of this if we're going for 3 Lokis.
I'm punching for 2. It's fine. We might go for 3, but like we'll see where we're at because he's almost half dead. You know what I mean? Like in half a second we did that. So, and then I get my counter. And I'm going to get rid of mental paralysis. Call it a day. I'm going to keep my attack and draw 5 other cards. All right, ready up, draw up.
Sounds good.
Oh, by the way, I
damage.
could have paid for a thwart attack with heroic intuition, which would have been better.
Sense of justice.
By the way, I have 2 telekinetic attacks, so I could do 18 damage plus my attack if I can get rid of this stupid thing and pay for them, which is...
Let's do it. All right, the main scheme's going up to 20.
Okay.
And Terence was first.
So there are 6 on the main?
So he schemes against me.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know who he's chumping with.
Oh, he's scheming against me.
So...
Oh, you both are flipped down, huh? That could be trouble.
It could be. We'll see. +0, so not that much trouble. 4.
Yep.
And then... Brandt.
Stone.
Heal
Kills him
free.
for 3. That's a face down boost, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then Nick Fury blocks for me.
Yeah, guess what? Shadows of the Past. Everybody drink! Discard the top card of the Infinity Stone deck. Apply the boost icons. Doesn't matter.
So, and then he heals for 3. This is the problem. Now there's face.
We
down
already
boost
healed
here.
3. He's at 42.
Yeah, so he should have a new stone. No boost
And then he's scheming against me.
with that card.
1.
and then you got to
So,
discard
2,
something.
3, 4, 5.
Yeah. So if he double, but we just saw in advance, he's got 3 of those activates.
Wait,
so
I
that'd be the
gotta
issue.
discard something.
Yeah, because you get this stone, the reality stone.
Honorary Avenger. Is that mine or is that still yours?
I thought. Didn't you get the heal? No, I got the heal.
You got the heal. I drew the reality stone. He gets the reality stone.
So can I get rid of Honorary Avenger or no?
Yep.
All
You
right,
lose a
so I
health.
lose a hit point. Oh no. Okay. So we're good.
And then Terence gets the first card.
I hate the cape.
That's when he changes form. He gets tough, right?
Yep.
I get under fire. Do I have anything to cancel it? I do. I will cancel it with Protective Ward.
All right, and I got swap Loki with a random Loki, and he activates against me, which isn't great.
Tough. Well, we got rid of the 3 thwart one, so.
All right, this is the 1 thwart one that is piercing, but he gets tough, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So what's the boost?
That's good. He just comes into play.
I mean, just. So.
I mean, it's better than having a boost effect.
Well, yeah, he's at 32, by the way.
All right. That's why we brought Justice Player, right?
All right. So.
I mean, I do have even the odds, by the way, so I could. I mean, there's only one on this one, which is not great, but whatever.
It still does damage if you clear it.
So I'm gonna put in Skilled Investigator. I'm gonna even the odds, if you don't mind me doing actions out of. Oh, I can't.
Aren't you first?
I can't. Oh, I am first.
Took my first player token.
Yes. Are you first?
I'm first. I want you to do these 2 telekinetic attacks. What do you need to be able to do that?
Well, am I evening the odds or no? Well, I got to get rid of this is what I need, actually. So
that's what even the odds does.
And a mental. Yeah, so unfortunately I need these 2 to get rid of it. And then I've got 1 resource from here I can use.
Well, if I let you draw a card,
I need 3 more resources.
I got 2, and this gives you 3?
No, in addition to this, I need 3 more. So I need to draw a double here, which I don't even know if is available.
Well, draw and see.
I don't see any double resources. Unless I'm blind. Oh, no, genius. Oh, and strength. Oh, and energy. So there's 0 chance I could do it. I could play both.
Gotcha.
So you want to do it to somebody else then?
Sure. So should I try to control the threat here then? Are we trying to deal the 42 damage and be done, or no?
Just clear the threat a little bit. I don't know if we can do 42 this turn.
Okay. Because I can probably deal.
Because he also has that retail on this one side, right? No, we got rid of that
this
one.
is the piercing one.
Okay.
All right, then I will get rid of this side scheme here, and we swap in a new Loki. Maybe I should get rid of his tough first with Beast.
No, because then he'll get it back.
Oh, right.
Definitely
sorry, that's
do
you.
Not get rid of the tough.
New Loki. Yeah. Now it's Retaliate Loki. All right. So
it's not my favorite one. Retaliate Loki.
Beast. I wonder if Beast is supposed to be dead. I wonder if I've missed any. He will remove 2 threat.
I will heal up to full.
Ready. Cosmo. Oh, I didn't do the thing with Cosmo. I'm gonna get rid of this. We'll remove 2 threat. I don't know. Everything's breaking.
Oh, well, half of them are face up. That's the problem.
Oh gosh, I just messed that whole thing up too.
Wait.
28.
No.
Then I will Winds of Watoomb. Draw 3. It's gone. I will Crimson Bands. For 7. Oh, he's tough.
Yes.
So Wong will hit him first.
Yep. So
And
7
then I'll
damage.
hit him for 7 and stun him. Yep. Then I'll ready and I'll hit him again for 7.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I could deal a lot of damage if we want to go for the kill.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
All right.
Yeah.
And then should I magic blast or astral projection? Should I get rid of threat or get rid of
magic blast.
You could blast.
Okay.
Nobody's going to be down, right?
2,
No.
3. So I'll hit him for 5 plus a mental, which probably confuses him.
So he's stunned and confused. So somebody could be down. Well, or we just keep it for an advance or whatever.
Yeah, and that's it for me.
All right. So I am just going to flip. I'm going to use a counter. Plus skilled investigator. Plus telepathic treachery. To do...
Plus helicarrier. Nope, you don't need it. Okay.
To do 9 damage.
Nice.
Plus 3 more. So 12.
Are you taking this guy out?
No. He's at 11.
You got rid of seduced.
Oh, crap. Did I? Oh, yeah. These 2 cards here.
These 2 cards right here.
Yep. Yeah. Good call.
Which, yeah, you could have actually done that because it's an action. Oh, anybody can get rid of that.
Oh. Well, hold on,
I could have paid for it.
Well, hold on. Can you pay for it? Because then I can telepathic for 9 more.
I'm out of cards, so.
Terrence, could you have paid for that? Well,
I mean-
and still done useful stuff.
Actually, I could lose my tough and do it because I have a helicarrier. I could have just used whatever other resource, so it's gone. And then you have your resources.
I have 1 resource. Or wait, you paid 2?
I paid for both of those, so you get those 2 cards back, and then draw a card, and you can cast your other one.
Oh, well, hold on. I'm still 1 short.
Draw another
though.
card. Nope.
You have
draw
this. You have this.
No, I already used 1 this turn.
Draw a card.
Why do I get to draw a card? Oh,
Because I have Avengers Mansion.
nice. Okay, so yes, so that's 9 more.
Perfect.
So he's down to 2.
Cool.
Well, hold on. No, he's not. He's dead.
What's he down to?
Jessica Jones, dead. 60. If we want to kill a third
Nice.
one.
What's the third one?
Oh,
Does
I'm retaliate. Hold on. He retaliated against me.
Did
3
we
times.
miss that part? We did. Shoot.
What?
When we kill a Loki, we're supposed to get a side scheme, and I missed
Yep.
it. I knew there was another thing.
All right. Well, we'll just call it. Right? Or Terrence, you want to see how much you want to do? Or you
I definitely think we should let Terrence take his turn, but
Yeah,
fine.
for sure.
It's fine.
How much?
yeah,
we're
that's the
gonna
thing
call
with
it. Let's just
Loki
call
is he puts all these roadblocks, right? Which are fine, but it just lengthens it, and then you have to kill 3 of them. Like I really feel like he should have been 15 health per player because there's so many other roadblocks, you know.
Well, all right. So let's talk about. We'll do a quick design discussion, or discussion, not design. That's a whole another thing. All right. So boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. I guess because we didn't get the third boom, but boom, boom. Yeah. So all right. So Loki. So here's a couple things. I guess number 1 is there's a reason people don't like playing against Loki, or any of these big tough bosses with a ton of health, right? Because the games take a while.
Yeah.
So that was a probably 2.5 hour game. Now, to be fair, we probably had a half hour, 45 minutes left.
I don't even know. We probably could have done 60 damage next turn.
Yeah. So, but that
Assuming my
half an
deck would
hour.
cycle and I could deal another
I also hadn't done my turn yet.
20, and he hadn't done his turn, so
Well,
I think
how
he'd be
much
dead
do you think
next
you were
turn.
doing, Terrence?
Well, without retaliate, that's like what? At least 6 from normal, plus Karmic Blast is another 8, plus 2 from Sunfire. And then whatever else I'm drawing.
The problem is I blew my load there. I did my 18 damage, and
I did the same, but I have Winds of Watum on top, so the odds that I could just cycle back to Crimson Bands and have the Master of the Mystic Arts, so I'm probably looking at 20 damage next turn. Terence probably brings him down 10 or 12, right? So he's sitting at 48, 28.
I had 3
I think you guys
and maybe 4 if I got a blast.
You guys
or
probably
something.
don't finish him off, and that means we go one more turn.
Yeah. So I had like 7 or 8 probably. But yeah.
So the only issue would be if he like double advances. We were all in hero form, but if he did something tricky, right?
Well, he was because he was confused also.
Yeah.
And we forgot to take out the side scheme, which, again, I don't feel like threat was an issue. Well, I mean, it was obviously an issue on the main, but I feel like we could have extended the game for another hour and definitely won. With as much justice as I had, and you guys did a ton of removing threat as well, so.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about it. So Loki, long villain, 3 players makes the game longer. Expert makes the game longer, right? So what's the difference here, expert versus standard? Is it just the number you have to kill?
It is. So there's no difference on standard. That would have been a standard game right now.
Except expert. We added the expert cards.
3 expert cards,
Yeah,
but nothing
that's
else
it.
changes.
Yeah.
Health pool values are all the same, so that's kind of interesting that he's kind of just as hard on standard.
So yeah, there's a question there. Do we feel like he's harder on expert? Because I don't feel like. I feel like we could have easily killed him a 3rd time at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I do think those 3 cards do make an impact.
Of course.
In the game of just acceleration.
Sure,
yeah.
But in the grand scheme of cards, I don't know. You know, the thing with Loki is, right, if you get beat right off the bat and he's just threading out and there's too many side schemes, you're not going to have control. And it doesn't really matter that those cards are in the deck. So he's kind of just as hard on standard.
So is it like
because it's really about getting that early control, which you and I were just locking down. Honestly, even Terence was removing threat. We were all removing threat in the beginning.
Well, because
it makes a huge difference if you get that threat under control. I think 2 times we had the threat on the main scheme down to 0 and no side schemes in play.
But there was 2 acceleration tokens before we really did any substantial damage.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, and that's kind of how Champions plays, right?
Yeah.
I think the biggest
not
thing
always. I don't know that I agree with that. I don't know that every villain plays that way, and certainly not every.
Well, I mean, at higher play counts, it's true.
And especially ones that are kitchen sink villains, right? Where they're throwing everything at you. You've got to get that control.
Yeah.
He's hard if we just said, let's not do a big focus on threat and just take him down. There's no way we're doing 180 damage. Like, it's just not happening.
So, Brandt, let me ask you this question, in all honesty, because I think you said, I think publicly, you don't mind 3 and 4 player games. Do you have a favorite player count, though?
I mean, I'm pretty stuck to 3 since I play that a lot.
Yeah. Now, do you guys play
because it gives
standard?
you the extra ability. Yeah, we've played standard a little bit, but we pretty much play expert.
You mostly play
We just
expert.
don't fight Loki. Here's the problem with not the problem with Loki, but here's the thing with expert Loki. I don't think Loki is tuned to his individual. He's tuned to be the final boss of the campaign. And in that one you have the Norn Stones and the allies, and it changes the entire pace of Loki.
Gotcha. So
I totally think that's why he ends up. I think that's why he ends up as a poor one-off, because he's a pretty cool last villain, because you get a ton of upgrades and then he gets an upgrade, and it's just not as hard to control the threat and all that when everybody has +1/+1/+1 and can ready, and when they flip down they can heal. Like the Norn Stones are gigantic.
Well, and here's another thing is if you're playing him one-off, I don't know that you need to give him the Infinity Gauntlet, because I'm not sure how I feel about the Infinity Gauntlet.
I mean, you have to give it to him, right? Because that's
part of his set.
Part of his kit.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about the Infinity Gauntlet as a modular. it slows the game
no,
down a
I love
lot.
it as a. Yeah, it's hard to play with. And multiplayer, I could agree with you too. Like for me, TTS, which I know you're used to, plus multiplayer, plus the gauntlet definitely adds a lot of layers of, oh, don't forget this, don't forget that, don't forget this for 3 people, right?
I-
One person is just like I flip a stone or I play the stones. So it's really
Sure.
easy.
Well, but I feel like it's an issue in any player count because I do feel like you're going to forget stuff. I played live, I played on TTS. I actually think it's easier with more players to not forget stuff because one of the 3 players is typically bound to catch it.
Well, it depends on the group. Sometimes it's like one player is just running the villain stuff though, and so other people might not be as engaged as keeping track.
Sure.
I think you're right though. Like I think if you could straight up pull the gauntlet and then you just have I think there's only the only cards in his kit I think that interact with the gauntlet are the ones that say shuffle the Infinity Stone deck.
Yep.
And you could either put those in
all those
and a bunch
modular-
of the side schemes.
or
all
side
the side
schemes. All the side schemes add a stone.
Sure, you could, but you could make them say Insight 1 or just replace Loki, right?
Or Surge. Have
Yeah.
the
Or
Surge.
Something, right? They could do something like, and I think that's probably the biggest issue with him being standalone is it's just like it's cool they put the gauntlet on him, but they didn't give you the option to not have the gauntlet, and that's where the
Right.
loss is. So in the campaign, he's awesome with the gauntlet. You've got the Norn Stones, you've got the allies. He gets that upgrade that he gets, Jormungand or whatever. I don't know what it is, and he's great. He's really fun as a final boss, But then the standalone, it just doesn't. It's just not as engaging.
And
Yeah,
this was
I
my
wish
call
the-
tonight because I wanted to do magic. You were like, "Oh, let's do magic heroes." I was like,
Yeah,
"Well,
yeah,
let's do magic against magic." I mean, there's not really any other. I guess that's not true. You could have done the twins, right? Wonder Twins power.
The Wonder Twins? You mean
Twin
defend the tower?
towers, defend the tower. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's totally fine, and stopping here to me just makes sense because I think it's a foregone conclusion. I can see the damage.
Yeah. Oh,
in my head,
Ebony
I can
Maw
see.
would have been a good actually.
Yeah.
Mage too. I didn't even think about Maw. I don't know why. So let me ask you though, getting back to this Brandt, because I couldn't disagree more. But so you said 3 players, your ideal player count. So you were getting into specifics. So what is it about 3-player that makes it so good for you?
Oh, it's the cooperation because it's a cooperative game, and the more players you add, the more cooperation you can do.
It also allows you to specialize your decks a lot more.
Sure,
for sure.
And you can do a lot more niche kind of things that just aren't available at lower player counts.
So wait,
Yeah.
Terence, you're agreeing that you like 3 players better, or is that's your ideal?
It's just from like Lord of the Rings as well. Just like in these co-op LCGs, same with Arkham. Like what you can do in deck construction changes at different player counts. Like that's
Of
a
course.
fact. The interactions and those things, like it is a different game. Like in Con of Heroes, it was really fun to play it for because you can bring these like decks that you normally don't get to play at lower player counts.
Yes,
Like,
but
you
does
can
that make
really
it
lean into those
better?
things.
Right? 'Cause I
think
think
so.
different decks succeed at different player counts. I don't know that you'd play a same deck at a 3 and 4 player game that you'd play at a 2-player game. So I don't know that it's better or worse, because if you always play 3, then you're like, oh, I could bring this new deck at a 2-player game, right? So, I mean, I don't know that makes it better or worse, right? At least to
I think
me.
You just
something of what I would equate to what you're saying, Peter, maybe I can put it into other terms, would be if I said Twilight Imperium 4 is my favorite game, and you said, do you play it every weekend? No. How often do you play it? Twice a year? Oh, but when do you play Codenames? Oh, I play Codenames weekly. So don't you like
hear
Codenames better? Like, right? So it's just hard to play Twilight Imperium all the time, but it still could be kind of a favorite game. Do you know what I mean?
No, I get that. I get that.
So I understand that the game is longer. Here's the interesting part is our 3-player games that we play run about an hour and a half. So they don't outstay their welcome.
On Expert.
Correct. But what we don't do is we don't explain what we're doing.
Well, right.
So
And
you're doing that because your audience is a little different that you want people to be able to see and come for the first time.
Right.
So we're not doing that when we're streaming. So that makes a huge difference.
Yeah, and we're not going to get into.
Now, I don't think what you're doing is wrong. It's great. It's great for the community and help. But I'm just saying that's where our games fit in that. And when we play Loki, he's not an hour and a half. He's going to be 3 hours. He's just one of those ones that is longer.
Okay, yeah. So even for you all, it's typically a longer game.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, there's some of them. Thanos would be longer. Venom Goblin would be longer.
I feel like all the 5th stage villains are just longer generally.
Yeah.
Like Magneto, yeah, good point.
Magneto. I mean, maybe Red Skull is the exception because it's very dependent on what the modular you pick there is. Like Legions of Hydra is a long game.
Right.
Well, and
Kang is long.
And I heard, and I don't remember what podcast it was the other day. It wasn't a Marvel Champions one, but it was. I think it was On Board Games was talking about playing the new Mutant Genesis, and they were playing against, and they couldn't beat the first villain, who is Sabretooth.
Yeah.
I mean, he's one that I think is long too, right? For a first villain specifically.
It's the modulars that make him long. Mystique massively adds time to a game.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, he has his healing, but I do think there's a bit of it too that's just like how well tuned are the decks to the scenario too, right? So if you're playing Sabretooth, you kind of want to be able to need the raw damage.
Yeah.
If you don't have the large damage numbers, then he's a little harder, right?
Have you done Wolverine Sabretooth?
Oh yeah, and Wolverine sorry, language, but Wolverine just shreds anybody.
Yeah, well, okay, sure, but yeah, do that. Even on Expert, and you just never rescue the Senator. You just let him sit there, and you just kill Sabretooth before. So it just changes it, when you have those kind of things. But Mystique slows it all down. Now you got to kill her, so that's where it becomes tricky,
Yeah.
And that's where there's certain villains where cards like that kind of that are very specific roadblocks, like Mystique is, definitely longer games because she's going to come out in a 3 and 4 player game, and she may never come out in a solo game.
Sure.
So that's where that is in that piece. But again, when I say that I like 3 and 4 player games, that doesn't mean the first time I play with people, I suggest they play 3 and 4 players. I'm saying playing with veterans with decks built together and full on cooperation. That's my favorite mode of the game.
Well, but that's what we did today, right? And it became a slog stuff.
No,
but again,
Loki is the slog.
Loki's a slog, and it's not like we actually coordinated decks, to be fair.
Somebody didn't respond to any of our texts, so yeah. There we
go. I mean, you decided the thing Wednesday.
I could have gone aggression. Yeah, I could have been the one to go aggression, and then I could have put the energy spear on Cosmo, and he'd be removing toughs and dealing, and I could have put a sidearm, and then he'd be dealing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage every time, right? So he'd be 10 damage every time instead of moving threat.
Yeah, part of the problem that I had was I knew it was when I saw what Loki did again when I played against them, I was like, oh, we need a Justice deck here. And I knew Terence couldn't be because it's just not the way that deck is built.
I think Adam Warlock actually can remove a decent amount of threat. He's not a pure Justice player, but
agreed.
Sure, but you lose to Justice, right? If you're gonna lose quick, it's gonna be because you can't thwart enough.
I think that if you had stayed Justice a little longer and gotten skilled investigators out and built a few more things on the table, and kind of once we chewed through one Loki, then you switched over and we went full on damage, I think it would have gone a little quicker because you would help us maintain control and I wouldn't be trying to do it instead of dealing damage with some of my stuff, Well,
sure. And I could have done that anyway. We were kind of joking around early, no, go straight for Unleashed. And I did because it was stupid. And that's sometimes what happens. So yeah, I don't want to blame the scenario on that because that was a me thing where we were trying to do something funny, right? So yeah, I don't know. For me, it's not, and I get it, and I get that there could be more cooperation. I get the decks are different, and look, when I go to something like Con of Heroes where I got nothing else going on all day, I don't mind playing the higher player count games, but even at Con of Heroes, people weren't playing Expert for the most part.
Sure.
People were playing Standard. I don't mind 3 and 4 players at standard. At expert, it's just, and it's not just today.
I mean,
it's
you got to
every
be
time
focused.
I've played it, it's just a slog.
Are there games co-op? I'm just thinking because of being the co-op, co-op
Yeah.
shop. So are there games that you're just like, wow, the max player count of this cooperative, like is Spirit Island your favorite at the max count, or
There's
that's not
many.
one of the games you like a lot, right?
Honestly.
I feel like my computer tend to like faster and shorter games
Yes,
generally.
and
Like,
I
just their
typically
preference, so it's a personal preference thing.
Sure,
I think.
and I typically tend to like lower player count games.
Do you like solo better than 2-player?
No, because you lose that. Now, do I like solo? I like solo a lot for Marvel Champions. But it's different for me. My ideal player count's 2 players because you still get that cooperation, but the games don't take forever. Your downtime doesn't take forever. And again, I think there are things that could even make the game better. Like, thinking about it now, one of my favorite setups would be 2-player with one of the players using Field Commander, right? So the same first player, so you don't have as much downtime between turns also.
Yeah, that seems to be a major issue for you. I don't have any downtime. We've talked through this. I'm not, but like, because I find I'm sitting there thinking, and then it's like, oh wait, why don't you wait and you can cast that on my turn so that then blah 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 blah. And like, I love all that talk of what to do. I know for some people it becomes an alpha game.
Well, you have to realize that most of my favorite heroes don't do that though.
Got it.
It depends on
they take
what
their
heroes
turn and
you
they're
are.
done. They don't have any events.
Well, right,
Yeah.
because I mean, you
And
think
they're flipping
about all mine are build-up heroes, so they don't have a lot of actions. Most of them. So Spider.
Well, that's not true. Like they have they still have events and things that they can play.
But
Like,
but I don't
even
build
Iron Man.
I don't build very event focused typically. Certainly, I get.
But they have strong signature events still.
Well, sure, you have 1 or 2 that you play a turn. I mean, 2 would be a lot. It's usually 1 a turn event. And a lot of times, certainly it matters sometimes, but a lot of times it doesn't matter. Unless it's like we have to get that perfect timing. And look, there are great moments like that, and I love those moments. But for me, it's still. But you're right. Like, I can't think of any game. I don't think I mind Pandemic at higher player count because it just keeps going around the table.
Oh my god, that's so boring at higher player counts. Just because your turns are just not that interesting.
But they're quick, right? So that's why it doesn't.
I feel like that doesn't make up for it being boring though. Like
Marvel United, higher player count is fine.
Also boring turns,
but again, like it's.
How about like Return to Dark Tower? 2 long turns, 2 long of turns. Haven't played that a lot.
I've played it 4 or 5. Honestly, I don't love the game. I hear all the love for it in the community. We haven't reviewed it on purpose, right? It's not like we have access to it. We've played it. For me, I don't know what it is. I mean, I don't love Marvel United either, to be fair. I own a lot of it, but I don't love it.
why do you own a lot? I still don't understand this.
Well, so Marvel United, the core box was like $30, right? And then online, I bought like the X-Men core box for like $15.
Because you're told it fixed everything?
Right. Well, because I was told it was better. And then the big thing I bought was like for $100. I bought the stretch goals for the X-Men wave, which I was told is the best content that's out there.
I feel like you've spent so much money on this game already.
What are some of your favorite co-op games? Because I know the other LCGs are not ones that you enjoy as much, right?
Correct. I
So
don't
this
mind
one
Arkham.
stands
I don't-
out.
I don't mind.
I don't
Arkham.
know if you've played. You did enjoy the Lord of the Rings we did play. You said.
Lord of
much
the
more
Rings
than
is
when Mike
one of
taught
those
it to you.
games I've played many times in my life, and I've tried to love, and it's just the phase thing messes with me so much. I don't know why. It's just weird for me. It is. I know for some people it's very thematic. For me, I lose the theme as I'm doing these different phases, and I'm like, wait, why can't I block and then attack? And I know Marvel Champions does the same thing, but there's I don't know. There's just
I feel like you
It's more
didn't have.
fluid in Marvel Champions, yeah.
I feel like you didn't have as much roadblock when we were playing last time.
I didn't mind, and Caleb suggested a deck that I play with that was like a precon. Just knowing my play style, stuff like that. So I wouldn't mind trying that when we get together, Con of Heroes or wherever, Gen Con. So yes, I would like to play that more. But what are my favorite games?
What's your favorite, like, in a box, not a card game, co-op? Or a favorite, sorry.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've done a list or anything like that.
Well, I have. I think Spirit Island's definitely up there.
Okay.
But it's all simultaneous, right?
Would you play that at 4?
Yeah, because it's simultaneous.
Got it. So that's good though, right? So when you're doing a voice or you're talking about games, you're saying I need to be engaged in the game. That's what's interesting to me.
Yes.
So a game is going to lose out, which I could see Marvel United being that, because you play your card, and if you're playing at 6 players, you're not playing a card.
Oh, that game plays 6 players? Oh gosh.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Right? So you're playing a card and then 2 other people and then the villain and then 3 other people and then the villain, so you're 8 cards later.
But
so you're waiting
these
8
games,
turns to come back to
like
you.
Aeon's End was one of my favorite games.
Yeah.
At 4 player?
No, but here's the thing that bothers me the most about that game too. Is the player card thing, like where you're dealing from the deck and it's like, player 1's turn, player 3's turn.
Which is what you'll hear a lot of people say is so
turn.
unique in the game. And
no,
you're
but,
saying, I want to know when it's my turn.
I think the thing unique is the no shuffle. The like player thing is like how they add randomness to the fact that your deck doesn't shuffle.
Yeah.
But the way we play it, honestly, I house rule that one, where we have a totem that goes around the table, and when any player's thing is drawn, whoever's got the totem in front of them takes their turn. And then it goes to the next player. Because it's still random whether it's player or enemy turn, right? There's still a little randomness in there. But it drives me crazy when these games try to get so creative, and then you sit there and have to wait a half an hour between your turns. Like,
we found the real issue is the downtime is what you don't like.
Well, I mean, I always knew that was the issue.
But that's what people complain about Marvel Champions, right? Like that is not a me complaint. In fact,
no. Oh yeah. No, sorry. It's totally valid.
Yeah.
And I can see why you love Gaia Project, because even though the rounds are long, the turns are short.
Exactly right. Yes. Games like that really hit me. And
have you ever played Axis and Allies?
I mean, when I was a kid. It's been I would not.
That must have drove you nuts. I remember playing with my brother, and I'd literally go outside or go play a video game.
Civ, like the full Civ.
20 minutes.
Advanced Civ or whatever it is. Now you have the trading phase where everybody's involved, and that part's good. But then you have these negotiation phase. So I guess Advanced Civ, there's a lot of involvement. But I do remember walking away from the table several times in that game, going, I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
Yeah. So, but like games like Battle for Greyport, everybody's involved. Now I think that one's not great at 4 players either. I think 2 and 3. So because at 4 players you will run out of cards to be able to play on other people's turns.
I'm trying to think of like the other really big popular cooperative games. Like I feel like we hit a lot. What are kind of some of the older ones like Pandemic?
I do like Pandemic. And I don't, because the turns are so quick, I don't mind it.
Sure. Yeah, that feels like a Gaia project where you're making decisions, but it's relatively quick what you're going to do.
Well, and it always comes back to the same order thing to me too. That random order really bothers me when you're first player then last player. And in Marvel Champions and some of these other games, it's not even random. You are literally first player and then last player in back-to-back rounds. Like, that is such a flaw to me. And we design games. So like there are many times where we've designed a game and it's like, oh, what do? After your turn's over, you pass the first player marker to the left. But then we realized it's like, oh no, that is a problem. And that is a good competitive player thing to do. So everybody gets to be first, everybody gets to be last. Yeah. If there's a first player advantage, if there's last player, but cooperative, you don't need it.
Well, I think it's a first player disadvantage in cooperative games. I think that's how that works.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about the hazard icons, but you said you would instead pass a hazard token that says you're the next one to get the bonus,
Well,
the
right, right,
extra
right. Yeah,
encounter
yeah. I mean,
card,
you could have
right?
a
Something like
targeting
that. So they get
token.
spread out or whatever. And then cards that say the first player you'd have to remedy. But it sounds like you've already done it with Aeon's End, so like house rules aren't something that bother you, right? So you
Well,
can adapt it to
as
that.
someone who designs games, like if I like 90% of a game, look, I mean, one of my other games that I like was Deep Madness, right? But I don't play by the rules in that game. Like they have these little tiny tokens that are annoying as heck, make the game way too hard, and like are the fiddly part that everybody complains about the game. I take them out, and the game is great without them. Now, there are many great games that I don't have to house rule, but yeah, I mean, if there's a game, and I'm not going to house rule a game that I don't like. There has to be something in the game that is really good. All of these games I think are really good games,
Sure.
if not great games, and I don't feel like the fact that I have to house rule them is a knock against them. It just means there's one part that doesn't work with me, and I fix it for me, right? And sometimes it's not just me. I really do think that Marvel Champions would be better if it was a fixed turn order and you just rotate around. I get that there are powerful decks that you could put in the first player's hand that become much more powerful in that situation, but then like randomize the first player at the beginning of the game. I don't care. And then you don't bring that deck, right? Because then you're like, well, there's a 1 in 3 chance that I'm great, or 1 in 3, 2 in 3 chance that I'm going to suck. So like that would discourage people from bringing a deck like that in the first place. So I think there are things you could do to fix that. Or you just go, you know what? Yeah, that's really good. Guess what? Strange is really good too. You know what I mean? Like there's already stuff that's really good and stuff that's really bad. Like making it a little bit better, I don't know that matters. Because you can always play against Ronan in every game. Right? You know, like...
Yeah, no, I think I agree with you. It's something like Con of Heroes. It's hard too. Like you're playing a 4-player game, and then you're talking to people at other tables. Like, and it's definitely slowing down that play, right? That when we played back at the hotel, and we were across the table, and I had to unsleeve cards to put them in your like, and it's I definitely feel you on that. Like those kind of when you're at conventions and you play games like this, it's harder to do that, or when you're reading cards for the first time, it can feel like it slows things down a lot to play at the higher player counts, you know?
Well, and honestly, I had no idea what you guys were doing. So we were playing a 4-player game, but first of all, we didn't...
But it was kind of more like socializing, right?
Yes.
Instead of drinking, we were playing Marvel Champions.
Exactly.
Like that's just kind of the way I look at it, versus we were like really focused, like this Marvel Champions game is tournament level. We weren't doing that.
No. Well, I mean, it's a cooperative game. That's the thing. Like
if we missed rules, it didn't matter. We were all just happy to be together and still playing after the con had ended for the day, right?
Yeah.
And there was that quinceañera going on or whatever.
Oh my gosh, yeah, there was definitely a party in the other room.
And then there was like a hockey team or something, right? That was playing or something.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Cheering through one night.
Yes, I did forget about that. Yeah. But yeah, no, and again, it is potentially a personal thing. And that's okay. And it's interesting for me to hear that for you guys, it doesn't matter. You don't mind 3-player games. Although you say that, Brandt, and you're the only person I've ever played games with that is okay calling games early. We called today's game early, and we called whatever it was, not Hour of Need early as well. Whereas I just would have like suffered through in those situations and then been like, yeah, that game sucked, right? Like, so you don't mind calling game early if you're not having fun anymore, which I feel like is something.
Speaking of though, I need to call this. I gotta go to bed.
All right,
it's super late.
Terrence, I feel like you haven't said anything in a while. Did you have any final words, like rebut everything I've said?
I mean, I basically, like I think Brandt and I are on the same page. It's funny. I think like your complaints about Lord of the Rings being complicated actually solves many of the problems that you have with Marvel Champions.
Yes.
Because
integrated turns.
The phases actually allow you to have smaller kind of mini turns throughout the entire round. and therefore like you wouldn't be waiting like so long until you do something again.
I agree
One of the
with
other
you.
things I think is that it is always worse to play across the table from someone who plays a deck like Doctor Strange in a higher player count game, because those turns do take a long time. In Lord of the Rings, there's like someone who plays Gandalf is very similar. These like wizard type characters, but they just like do so much with the deck. It's like, oh, I gotta like shuffle my deck again. I gotta like draw, and like their literal like planning phase, which should take like 2 minutes to do, takes them like 10, right? It's like,
Yeah.
And
I
I was
think
like,
those,
if I had Winds of Watum
yeah.
on the top, I was drawing 3 cards without saying anything. I was just
Yeah.
starting to do it just to keep my turn moving, you know?
Yeah,
Right.
so I think those kind of things definitely like hurt some of the pacing. That I think maybe the average deck, uh, probably doesn't do. So I think if you play with people that are more kind of susceptible to stuff like downtime, or you're not in a group that is kind of as engaged, right? Like I think I have the same kind of personality as like Brandt does, right? Where like it's fun for me because I'm engaged on every player's turn, so it doesn't feel like downtime, right? Like I'm looking
Right.
at what they're doing. I'm trying to track all that stuff because
Do you feel
I'm
that way
keeping
if you're
track of the
playing
entire game.
protection?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because there are many times.
because my hand is so small, like my turn is basically done. So
Well, that's
like
what I'm saying though.
if
Like when it
I'm
gets
not
to,
engaged in other people's turns, then I don't know how that's different.
well, for me, it's very different because I'm not doing anything, right? I feel like
I think
protection. I know when it gets to my
I
turn,
I
I'm gonna
think it's a
take a half a
mindset
second.
thing. And I
Yeah,
think that's the difference, right? Like it doesn't matter about, it's not about my turn. It's about
our
it's
turn.
about like all turns.
right. Hey, I'm the co-op guy here. Come on now.
You should have seen, Peter, you should have seen, I think it's a 3.5 hour game we did against Wrecking Crew. And I played Protection Vision. I stayed intangible the entire game, so I couldn't even defend. All I did was play cards like Subdue, Deflection, and Healing. And I put like med teams on the board and healed people and played first aids. I was just a healer. And somebody goes, Brandt's board state hasn't changed in 2 hours. All I did was play those events really fast at the start of the round, and then I was done. But my job was to be like the overseer, like, oh, don't forget about this. Don't forget they have a guard in front of them. We got to get the threat down. Nope, we got enough threat. They committed to the threat. You should deal damage. Like it was almost like you become a leader, at the table instead, was kind of that.
And some people
And not
love
everybody's
that.
gonna have that personality type. I'm not saying you should when I do it. It's just that's how
Well,
I
and
end
I
up
can't
being.
play role playing games either. Like I am the death of every role playing group I've ever been in because like after a while
You roll ones. Oh,
no, it has nothing to do with like how I roll or whatever else. It's just it becomes
Yeah.
stale to me. And again, I love Marvel Champions. That's the funniest part about this discussion we keep having. Like it almost sounds like I'm criticizing the game. I'm not. I'm just saying I think it's freaking fantastic at solo and 2 players, and I don't want to play it at 3 and 4 players. Like that's all I'm saying. Like, and I would love to find a way to make it more palpable to me at higher player count. Like, and it's selfish, I guess, to some degree.
I think the focus is really important that Brandt kind of hit on. Like I think just part of the problem probably is also like when you do sit down and play 3-4 player games, you're in environments that you can't actually sit down and focus and play. Like at the con, there's all these people, right, that or whatever interrupt the game. At Gen Con, that's no like you probably mostly play these at cons kind of thing where you're gonna meet up with people that could play a 3-4 player game at a good pace. But there's just so many distractions.
But
as
I
well,
find
so
if
it's,
you
like,
play
hard
at a
to
good
actually do that.
pace, then I am lost as to what's going on other players' turns, so they may as well not be there. That's the other thing for me. It's like there's fixes for it. Everybody can play super fast and not tell anybody what they're doing.
No, it's not like it's like everyone plays focus, right? Like I think at a con you're distracted by literally everything else, right? Like at Gen Con, at Con of Heroes, there's a lot of other people, there's a lot of other stuff going on. You have people coming to say hi. Like when we were playing at the convention hall and at Gen Con, right? Like how many people stopped by and asked us about the game? Like how much does that take you out of the game?
But
like
that almost made it better for me, believe it or not, because it let me do something else besides feeling like I'm waiting for my turn to come back. And I felt like I was engaged at that point. which is weird to say, right? Because I guess you guys are more engaged when it's not your turn.
I mean, I'm also engaged when it's my turn because I want to play my turn.
Well,
it's not like I'm like I wish my turn wasn't happening. Can you just skip me?
Well,
It's
right.
like not what
Of
I'm
course.
looking for.
Of course.
I mean, I guess I find that distracting because like it's just like at work or whatever too. It's just like if someone disrupts you, you have to like it takes a while to get back into like what you were thinking about and all that stuff. And it's fun engaging and talking to those people. Like I'm not telling them to go away,
Right.
but like it does make the game harder and longer to kind of do.
But it feels shorter to me. That's
me
the weird
personally.
part. And maybe that's extrovert versus introvert. We won't get into all that today. I will say I don't mind the game at higher player count on standard as much. And maybe that's part of it. It's maybe, and that's why I kept asking Brandt, like, wait, are you playing standard or expert? Because for me, at standard, because it's just a quicker game, and some people are bothered by easier games, and some people want like their co-op super tough. I don't mind it being super easy. As long as I feel like I'm doing cool stuff, as long as I get to do the cool things my deck wants to do, I don't care how easy the game is, really. I mean, I guess if I won on turn 1 every time, I'd be bored, but like, it's not that way, right? So I think standard might be, I mean, it certainly is. I didn't mind at Con of Heroes when we were playing higher player count games on standard.
Did we? I don't think I played any standard games at Con Heroes actually.
Oh, I
think all
only
mine were
played standard. No,
I made you play expert with me against Sandman, and we also did it
but
against
as Sandman, that's a quick game anyway.
We also did Hella on expert, and then Kenny Hawk conned us into a Heroic 1 game.
Wait, did we play Heroic 1? I don't even remember that.
No, I did Heroic 1 with like the organizers. We did.
Oh,
like,
I was about to say, there's no
game.
chance. I don't think I've ever played Heroic 1.
So I did Expert Plus at Con Heroes in almost all exclusively 4-player games.
Yeah.
I think there's no doubt that solo and 2-player are snappy. Like, they definitely are. 3-player and 4-player add a layer that I enjoy, and I think it's good for people to know, that it might not necessarily be what they want to do. I had people at PAX Unplugged who said, I don't want to play because I don't want to play at 3 and 4 players, so thank you for the invite. You know what I mean? And I think it's valid. I think in your case, if you're going to go to something like Con of Heroes, I think that's a place you need to be open to playing 3 and 4 players, which you totally are, and you get the vibe of that. And
you can play solo there.
Other than that, I think it's fine. I am pretty much done with the game solo because I find it's just so swingy and things aren't balanced towards solo either one way or the other. So it's just it's not my favorite. So since I just know the game so well, it's easy for me to play two-handed, so it doesn't bother me,
Oh yeah. And I won't do that. I love True Solo. All right. Yes,
I got to rock and roll to bed.
Thanks for everything tonight, guys. The debate rages on. So, but I mean,
or everybody just plays their preferred. And
that's what I was going to say. I'm going to get the final word here, which is that's what makes this game great, right? Like, you could play it your favorite way. I could play it my favorite way. And like, it can play all those ways well. I think that is a sign of a truly great game, right? Like, there are many ways to play it, and every way it plays well for that audience.
I don't actually know if I have a favorite player count.
Yeah, they all just feel different, right?
Yep.
But you have a favorite person to play with, right, Terence?
Is that you, Brandt?
Sure as heck ain't me. We know that.
Okay.
Night, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.